Yep. Had to get around to it eventually, didn't I? Alright, let's just boot this up. I am going to be going through all of it tonight, mostly just because it's one of the shortest games in the series, arguably. I'm fairly certain, according to long plays, I'm fairly certain that this game is shorter than 3 and Knuckles. Or at least I wouldn't be surprised. Anyways, let's just boot this fluffing thing up. Yeah, needless to say, I don't necessarily have a love for this particular game. It's not the game that I despise the most in the series, surprisingly. But, a quick and easy yep, in and out, 3-hour adventure. You know how it is. So, history of this game, I mostly played it on the PS4. For some reason, it's one of those games where it's one of the biggest cases of buyer's remorse I think I've ever gotten. But saying that, I still don't think this is the worst in terms of games or stories, though. There is certainly a lot of negative stuff to really say about it. Anyways, let's have a look in the options, see if there's stuff I still need to fiddle around with. Full screen borderless, thank you very much. And yeah. For whatever reason, the screen always goes, like for whatever reason, this game doesn't like it when I go to full screen borderless. Fine, we'll go full screen. Screw you, game. PC on launch day level 15 was broken. He needs to wait for all 3 days from... That bad, huh? I mean, I originally played it on PS4, so I don't think I necessarily had that issue. I heard that the PC port is kind of bad in that respect. Then again, I would be playing this on my PS4 if my PS4 still worked. I think the fan gave out, so now it's basically just a big paperweight. GameCube still works fine, by the way. Originally tried to defend this game. Why? Why? Alright, without further ado, let's... I know better now. I think we all do. But without further ado, let's get this started. I'm going to start with episode Shadow first. It's a prequel tale. I recommend playing through some of the scenario before playing episode... You can't tell me what to do, game. I played this before. New game. Not going to be worrying about star rings or anything. It was a month before the Doctor took over the world. The time I first encountered him.
Shadow, we've got a report from the intelligence.
Ah yes, the intelligence division, which... The nondescript intelligence division, because Gun apparently isn't in this game.
There's a large-scale troop presence. Suspiciously large for a place with no...
Of course, if this was nowadays, this would just be Starline, wouldn't it?
I can't imagine the Doctor would do something like that without reason.
Just like imagine they just rock up on his base and just Starline's in there just like, oh, you, I think you caught me a little unawares there, Shadow. My bad.
No kidding. And there's a rumor going around that old rotten Eggman has been developing some kind of new weapon.
Yes, a weapon to surpass the Chaos Emeralds, supposedly. Because apparently the Chaos Emeralds at this point are basically just, menial. Like, no mystery or anything. I guess recon. Because if there's one thing Team Dark is known for, it's reconnaissance. You know, with the walking battle tank with murderous tendencies. Like, yes, I'm more than enough on my own, because everyone else in this series, apart from me and Sonic, is insignificant according to this game. Canon for this game is so funky that it tries to look a fresh start with only Mobians, now it's mixed. Yeah, it's like one of those games alongside 06, where I feel as though it would be more beneficial if this was just scrubbed from canon. In fact, I'm fairly certain there was a... Oh, shut up, Rouge.
You two go together like chili and hot dogs.
Oh, shush. Yes, yes, shut up. Shut up, stop with those jokes. Yeah, it's one of the... I'm fairly certain there is grounds for this being made non-canonical. We'll get into that in a little bit. Anyways, Stage 1, Enemy Territory. It's gonna be so weird going back to this now after playing Shadgen and seeing... It's like, hey, Sunset Heights is actually kind of good.
That area is enemy territory. Keep going.
Ah, yes, Enemy Territory. You get it? You get it? You get it? It's just like the name of the thing. Oh, so yeah, Omega's just super dry here compared to Crossworlds. It's gonna be so surreal going back to this poor character... I mean, I say poor characterization, right? As if, Flynn has just been this major groundbreaking figure. Get it, guys? I was referencing the old show. Yeah, exactly. Because it's like the only people that play these games now are like 30-year-old heads like me who have nothing better to do. So we gotta placate to them by basically having stories which are, well, basically just doing the bare minimum. Most of us play Pokemon, we're kind of used to it at this point. So yeah, we basically just have the good old boost. Obviously there's certain aspects to this whole thing. It's like they're trying to do the sort of weird mechanic here with sort of like some kind of multi-homing attack, where it's just like, you homing attack this particular chain of enemies, and you basically just fly through them, yeah, like this. Basically, like, they're trying to make a big deal, like, oh, it's just like the light dash, except not really. I know they also tried doing this in Shadgen as well, and it kind of worked a lot more interesting, but just... And here, of course, we have the Sonic Origins famous metal blocks incorporating some form of level design. So looking at this whole thing, I can't help but think perhaps I was judging Shadgens a little bit too harshly. You know, maybe we are in a better place. Haphazard out of place 2D. Yeah, exactly. But basically just doing this whole thing. Also, be prepared for S ranks that basically mean nothing. My favorites. Midfinite's just here. And I figured this would be the best way to celebrate the return of Midfinite's in the Chaotix case files, because Midfinite's actually returned there. I don't think many people asked for it, but he's back.
And still more wonderful. A not so tall, dark, and brooding guest.
Oh, you're one to talk. In here with that Hot Topic, looking like your head just crashed into the back of a Hot Topic.
Tell me what you did to
Not like you're in a city where they could have no use of dilapidated buildings. It's like, you'd think.
weaklings like him are of no consequence. Come.
Yes, just like everybody else in the story outside of you and Sonic, I basically just put him in the trash.
I don't know you.
Oh, and yes, it's Mr. MVP. Oh no, he's not!
I suppose you would think so. Yes.
Like, I can certainly imagine at the very least a character like him could be kind of entertaining, at least from what I've seen in Chaotix Case Files, is basically just not changed at all. It's like, he talks big, but it's like, as we'll see as we go on, he can't really back it up.
To you, it was simply another in a long list of Eggman faces you tore down without a second thought.
And I'm supposed to take you seriously, why exactly? Anyways, a couple of months ago, the time scaling in this series is borked. It's like, how long is this taking? Like, is this taking place during Lost World? It's like, when is this taking place within the major timeline? I know it's something we probably shouldn't be asking, but it's like, I think this game did a lot to just sort of bring to question the world I love tell that. Yeah, exactly. This get thrown out by whoever. Casual reminder: his initial script for this got thrown out by whoever. Can't imagine why. I don't think I have actually seen the initial script for that. I'll have to check that out later. Yes, because apparently, according to this, Sonic has nothing better to. Also, hey, it's the water slides from Ty the Tasmanian Tiger, except there's less to do on them. It's like, I think I mentioned this like years and years ago when I streamed Ty the Tasmanian Tiger, but it's like, in that game, you actually had a little bit more agency and control over what you were doing during the water slide segments, where you could actually like accelerate and decelerate. Whereas here, it's literally just on rails. Another theme for this game, whilst you just move left and right, and you can't even jump. It's like you can't even jump on these water slide sections. All you do is just move left and right. It's just nouts. Also, one of the funny borked things with regards to the controls here. Apparently, in terms of 3D platforming, they wanted to harken back to the golden age of platforming, which is why, just like Spyro on PS1, you only have 8 cardinal movements you can move in. It was initially pitched that Tails would die in this game in a really cringe way. I mean, well, so that obviously would have been awful. And I don't think anybody would have liked that. It's just... like, even after Frontiers, it really feels as though they've been just pushing Tails constantly to the wayside, haven't they? It's like, his whole thing about being able to fly with his tails is now being usurped by Tangle of all people. And it's like, if you're just gonna give away all of Tails' abilities like that, it's like, why? Oh, I actually got an A rank. That's actually kind of surprising. It's like in this game you have to try to get anything below an S rank. Basically, it was going to be a huge status quo change for the series, but it ended up being a nothing burger. It's like, that's the weird thing about this game, because of the scale of the whole thing, it really feels like it wanted to shake things up, but just didn't. To the point that this whole thing feels kind of pointless. Yes, we did. You destroyed his squad, even though we didn't get to see any of them on screen, because that would have been interesting. Remember, this guy is supposed to have a sword. Allegedly, and, I can't help but feel that Shadow's shoes are basically the touch of death for any character in this series. Because it's like, just like with Silver, he had this whole big sort of build-up, only for him to become a complete joke after this was revealed. Curious as to why he didn't get his sword for this. I guess because they figured that'd be too dark and edgy or something. Just like that, any sort of threat that Infinite had went flying out the window as he just goes into a temper tantrum.
I am not weak.
I mean, the music here at the very least is trying to convey some kind of threat, so I can give it that. It would have been neat to see, like, being augmented by the Phantom Rip. I think that's supposed to be implied, but just like everything in this game, it's just, there's a lot of stuff that's implied but never shown, never expanded upon outside the bare minimum.
I obtained the power to make all yield to my will.
Except not really. Could you imagine, though, a Sonic timeline where Tails just died in this game was never seen again? Could you actually imagine what that would have been like? I mean, obviously, Val, I imagine you would just quit the series on the spot. I'm pretty sure I would have.
But I suppose that's the way it goes. It simply means that the old me was too weak, too pathetic to remember.
So, not much has changed with the newer model, then. Implied, just like the implication that Shadow messing up his face for that kick. I'm kind of surprised that didn't happen to Silver now, what I think. I guess he's been practicing since 06.
Thanks to this limitless power I've obtained, I have become unstoppable.
I have obtained the power to make really bad Super Mario Maker levels. It's like, take this, have another stage. It's like, if this was actually cutscenes as opposed to just them talking on the talkie-walkie, this would have actually been engaging somewhat, but no. Here we just inexplicably warp and all of a sudden we're in the one of 9 Green Hill Zone levels in this game. Which, somehow, is less than in Frontiers. Think about that. It's like, everybody was complaining about how this game has too much Green Hill Zone in it, and what are they doing Frontiers? Double down. It's like, we're never gonna be escaping this level, are we? It's like, oh, it's totally original, guys, because we poured some sand onto it. Yeah, let's just, yeah, it's starting to come back to me now. It's starting to come back to me. The endless just waiting around for these blocks to move. Because for some reason I did play a lot of this game back when it was, new and fresh. I have no idea why. I guess probably just to have something to do. Also, that's another thing, to note. Just the amounts of cut content and dialogue throughout these... Oh, I actually died there. Green Hill looking a lot more like Sand Hill opening from the... Hey, at the bar, come on.
This is where Omega was destroyed. But there's no sign of him here.
I don't think they were actually intending to reference SA1 Sand Hill. It's just, I guess, a funny joke. Because, you know Pontac and Graf, they've never played a Sonic game. They don't know Sand Hill's a real place. Oh, he's tried to be scary by basically doing the whole thing he was doing whilst crying like a baby earlier. Oh, I'm so scared. Okay, Okay, I think I should probably be taking this a little bit more seriously now. Just a little bit.
There's no sign of him here.
Sure seems that way. Probably because it never really
This is all just this whole game is just some weird hallucination, Shadow. Relax. There we go. Also, a nice level design here. Just literally going backwards and forwards. Forward and back, do it forward and back, and then put 1 foot forward. Because that's apparently the whole level design. Yes, this was Pongraph. I think specifically Pongraph did the localization for this, as opposed to the actual writing. I probably need to go back and further research who actually wrote this. Oh. Crazy though that Shadow was basically running through LSD for 6 months. I mean, that's the weird thing actually, right? Because according to this, from what I recall, he wasn't. He just straight up just... We'll wait and see. We'll wait and see. We just need to get through this lovely level first. And observe as I am the first person in this game to ever get a C rank. Or a D rank, rather. Oh, there actually was a jumping thing there. Okay, so we just gotta wait for it to line up. In your own time game, there we go. There we go, we win. Finally. Let's have a look who wrote this lovely game. Because I know that Pongraph did at the very least... Yeah, there's the C rank. Right.
Where?
How? Who? When? So let's see. Writer.
Is this an illusion?
Oh. Now I see. It was Toyota. Let's see. Credits the game's event scene emulate editor for Adventure. Game designer for Adventure 2. Mission mode designer for DX. Got a lot to thank him for. Yeah, that's the funny thing. Is like the level designer the level designer for the past games was the one writing the story. So it's no wonder that why the level design was so bad in this game. Let's see. Character supervisor, chief character supervisor. Yeah, it's like in terms of stories, he really only has like this game as a credit. Otherwise, it's just character supervisors, level designers, game designers.
This is reality, Shadow. Your reality. I didn't expect to see you come back alive.
All you did was throw me into a badly designed Green Hill Zone. There was really nothing. There was really nothing not scary in there. Like. At the very least, throw something, I don't know, deadly at me as opposed to just the same egg pawns over and over again.
This power, before we've even tuned it, just as I thought, it is unrivaled.
Yes, unrivaled, because the Chaos Emeralds are not canonically in this game for some reason.
Sonic will be able to
Mind you, I don't think the story here is off with his intent and vision of them to do. They clearly strength the time had to cut a lot. Yeah, I think that's the thing, right? Because I know, Val, you mentioned you consider this the worst Sonic story. I think for that alone, I don't really think that's the case, whilst it is mostly frustrating because of the fact that the premise is solid. It's like we've seen this premise played out before in this franchise before, with Archie and Sad AM, so we know it can be done in a decent manner. This game just doesn't. I'm literally just standing here, we're both stuck here in text boxes. He really thinks he is the guy, doesn't he?
Shadow? Shadow! Finally, the connection's back. What are you doing?
I don't know, just appeasing this guy with his weird illusion powers.
Forget it. Get away from there as soon as you can. There are explosions going
Oh
on.
yes, you can definitely tell there's explosions going on. It's like, no, it's like, it doesn't even do like what normal games do, where you actually have like a background, so you have some kind of, context what's going on. Would you consider Lost World the worst Sonic? Yes.
Withdrawing now.
Definitely.
What's the meaning of all this?
Yes, what is the meaning of the fact that they're saying there's explosions, there's no explosions going on? It's like there's no feedback for us to get any understanding of what's going on in the story. On a certain day in Green Hill, which isn't on South Island, I guess. The least they could do is make an audiobook. Yeah, like at the very least sound effects.
What's the point of lying about it? Eggman got a beat on Sonic and mounted a massive assault.
I guess a beat on Sonic, the one who is infamously known for not staying in one place.
Sure, A for effort, but it's nothing to worry about. We've got the advantage now. Sonic is there too, so I don't think it's a big enough deal for you to head out.
Yeah, you could just take a 6-month-long vacation, why don't it? Also, I'm here now for some reason.
I can't imagine the doctor would do something like that without...
Shadow, this is not good.
Oh, he's like, you're saying don't go over there, then you're saying go over. Make up your mind, will you?
What happened?
And I think we could just skip this for later, because it's basically just the same plot that we get normally. And that's episode Shadow. Kinda, it's, really feels like something that they tacked on at the last minute. And honestly, it really does sort of diminish Infinite as a villain, as we'll, see going forward. Because now we have the context, now we can actually get into the game properly. DLC, by the way. Yes, DLC, which you have to pay for. Okay, obviously we're gonna go for hard mode, which is basically no different from normal mode as far as I'm aware.
Sonic, how I hate
Ah yes, Eggman's most infamous line. Imagine if he just started every single game with that line, just like, Sonic, how I hate him. That's why I'm here following my grandfather's journal to save this top secret military weapon, because I hate that hedgehog so much. Also, Instrument of Destruction. So what, you gonna deploy Megatron? It's like, this is your cue, audience, to take this story seriously, because Robotnik's saying he's being serious. Also, here's Green Hill for some reason.
Eggman's forces are surging into the city.
Ah yes, just the city. No indication of what city, it's just the city of presumably the city. It's like, what city are you talking about, Tails? I'm talking about the city. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, Tails, the city, but what city? I'm telling you, Sonic, the city. What, you mean the city's actually called the? Yes! Also, yeah, this level's kind of infamous for the fact that you can basically beat it with one hand. I'm gonna be doing it starting right now. I'm basically just holding the boost button, and that's all I'm doing. Can you tell? It's like, isn't this just wonderful level design, everybody? The fact that level design that you can just beat with one hand. Oh, here we go. Green Hill's looking a lot more like hot garbage right now. Mario, how I hate him. Yeah, exactly. Imagine if that's just how every game started. Like Halo 2, you just see the Prophet of Truth just like, Master Chief, how I hate him. That's why I decided to punish the Arbiter. For not safeguarding Halo or something. There we go. Yep, you can basically just beat that with one hand. A new story begins, and yes, S rank. All from clearing the story with one hand. Chemical plant's looking a lot more like heist plant. Also, here's Tails, who's basically is like, why are you scared, Tails? You beat Badniks at. Basically, you eat badniks like this for breakfast. The most ineffective egg pawns in the series, by the way.
Yeah, that's pretty much how I roll. Okay.
I do find it funny how just they constantly keep reusing assets from this game, like the civilians in the background. You basically see all those models reused in like Crossroads and Rumble and whatnot. What's up with that weird glitchy effect? And oh, it's that guy. Metal? Chaos? And Zavix here too, I guess. Oh no, they're walking forward slowly, yes. Well, yeah, it's like he just sidestepped Sonic, making a completely predictable boost forward there. It's like he's actually faster than Sonic somehow. Also, yeah, he just has lasers, which he barely uses.
What are you? How are you doing? Go!
Nice.
I need to know what's going on with this guy.
Well, you know, actually have you do anything. You can jump in anytime you want, Tails. You know, 2 against 5 would be better than 1 against 5 at this moment. Look at him, he's just standing there. A metaphor for his contributions to the series as of late, just standing there doing nothing. Yep, with Sonic defeated, Eggman's army quickly took over, with him months all but a few areas of the world were under their control. Despite overwhelming odds, a ragtag resistance formed, bonding together to continue the fight, and now a new face prepares to join the struggle. Slow down game. It's like, yeah, it's like Gun basically doesn't exist, Shadow's nowhere to be seen. Yeah, it's like, where the hell is Shadow, that lazy bum? Also, Silver, why are you here?
I still dream that Sonic is with us.
And
Do you think he might be...
quickly took over the world with Shadow and Silver here by... Yep, and that's the whole crux of Silver's characterization there. He's basically just a walking paradox. Also, interesting that apparently after doing nothing, Tails went cuckoo, apparently.
We have to make our own miracle. Eggman's army has everyone terrified.
I mean, they're basically the same bandits we've been beating up since Heroes. I don't see what's the threat. I don't see why everybody's so scared. We cleave for these things by the dozen.
Isn't a new recruit joining us today?
Yes, a survivor from the sea.
Ah yes, a survivor from the city of Va. And now here comes the main reason why anybody actually picked up this game, myself included. Wait for it. Wait for it. There we go. We get the character generator. This, admittedly, is where the origins of one of my characters ended up coming from. Well, technically, the dashing looks that you see now are technically started in this game, but just to be fair here, let me just image, just so we can have a reference. It's like, this is basically it's crazy to think that starting in this game I ended up with this design right here. Let me just break it out. There she is. There she is. Let me just shrink this down real quick. Stent origins. Technically, yes. This is where it began. This is technically where the Mark I, technically, of Eris was born. But obviously, as you can tell, she's changed in such a way that cannot be replicated in Forces. That being said, though, I'm not too... I do kind of want to go a different direction with this, which is why I've decided, we're gonna go the Strife route. We're gonna be trying to recreate Strife, because I'm fairly certain she's easier to replicate. Or at the very least, I'm gonna try. Here we go, then. So, female, obviously. Unfortunately, you cannot change the, the chest size. I do gotta wonder how one of these particular, imagine if we did get a Sonic character created in an official game which had, like, Code Vein tier levels of character customization. That would basically just sell like hotcakes, I think, anyway. So I think the best we're gonna go for is that one, the upturned one. Obviously, we're gonna go... That looks more but less right, and obviously we gotta go for... She has seen the ends of infinity. That'd ironically be... Yeah, it would, wouldn't it? Which is why we're never gonna get. Obviously, gotta go for the angry face. Gonna go for the green eyes. There we go, now we're starting to get there. And, let's just go red for the time being. I can't remember if we can actually change this or not. Actually, let's just stick with the black. I think this voice sounds a bit more on par. So let's see, motion. Let's try it out. Let's Strife breakdancing experience. We got the bow here. We got kick flip, brushing it off like it's nothing. The spin, flare for the dramatic, blowing a kiss. That doesn't seem very Strife. We got the jump flip. I could have sworn there was one in here which basically everybody goes for when they want to have the edgy one. Let's have a look-see. So, blowing kiss. Oh, I'm guessing that's more so just something that's unique to the male characters then. I'm guessing the kick flip, at least for now. All right, let's get this over with. It's time for the adventures of the last Mage Knight or whatever. Let's take this off the screen real quick. Let it play.
What's the sit rep, Commander?
Happy to see you're all still alive.
Oh yes, Knuckles, the one character known for not being a people person, is somehow the leader here, and not someone like Vector. You know, someone who actually has leadership skills. Knuckles, it's been 6 months. I swear to God, I don't know why I ended up with all you people. I'm on a revenge quest, damn it. Oh, here we go. Knuckles. Knuckles. Phrasing, Knuckles? I'm fairly... Okay, one, nobody wants to know what you and Charmy get up to in your free time. Second, Charmy's 6. Or at least is 6 at this point before they got rid of all the ages of the characters. And third, it's not as hip as you think it is, Knuckles. Ironically, why is Knuckles one? Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking. Yes, because apparently I'm the one who has to do everything around here. Nobody else does the dishes in this fluffing house. Here we go. And yep, in one fell swoop, it's become a red world. It's become basically Volgan's dream. There we go. We can yep, list of changes. Obviously, we gotta go to the chemical... You can now play as Shadow the Hedgehog. Amazing. Okay, so, fairly certain there's somewhere around here we can... Okay, I'm guessing we don't get access to customization options yet, so, let's just do it. So, we're going into this assuming that Sonic is basically dead.
I've just received some incredible news. Sonic is alive.
Way to hang on that major plot thread, guys. Could you at the very least have saved this for, like... a little bit later in the story, just like, what a way to basically just remove any and all drama from the story.
No way! That's excellent!
There's so much for being a realist, huh, Silver?
Oh, thank goodness! I knew it! I knew it!
It's like, hey, Amy's actually sort of like her actual character here, unlike Frontiers. It's weird to say. Also, she looks, extra borked here.
He's captured in the orbiting prison. My spy there says he's in
I want... It's like, why are they keeping it a mystery? Just say Rouge. It's like, oh, they've been torturing him for months. That means this game is uber dark and whatnot. I can't imagine just how roughed up Sonic's gonna be, because we've seen how roughed up Sonic is in the past, like going up against, full-powered Merlina and whatnot, getting just beaten over the head with, like, giant swords and whatnot.
That's horrible! We have to rescue him!
What, that whole situation or this game?
Plan's already happening, Amy. I've got a squad on the way to the spaceport in the chemical plant, too.
Yeah, apparently there's just a spaceport at the... Yes, just the chemical plant. Assuming this is West Side Island, except, I'm guessing not, because nobody in this series knows what West Side Island is until Flynn pointed it out to them.
Come on, guys. Who's up
Oh yeah, I'm here, by the way.
style jailbreak?
So funny considering the Green Hill Prison concept art is there for this game. Yeah, exactly, and yet they just never used it. But then again, I assume that would have been the timeline where, if we got the Green Hill Prison, that would have been the timeline where Tails dies. And then nobody would have been happy. I mean, it could have been worse, I suppose. We could have had Tails drinking green milk beforehand.
SBO here. My team's engaging the enemy in the orbital tunnel. I think we can...
Oh yes, the orbital tunnel.
Watch out.
Also, yeah, this is... You basically just end up with the... starting off with the strongest of the Wispens, because yes, this is where the Wispens came from. And we'll give this game this at the very least. If we didn't have this game, then we wouldn't have gotten Whisper. It's like, take that how you will. Also, yeah, this is yeah, you could basically just do this. POV, you're playing Jungle Inferno. Like, sounds cool, SPO. I wish we could have seen... Yeah, I wish we could have seen a lot with regards to this game. Also, this just reminds me of, what was it, the Switch demo for this game that came out before before the game came out, and the two missions you got with this and Lost Valley, which you could easily beat within the 1 minute time limit, and everybody was just saying, just hoping and pleading that that wasn't what the levels were all like, just able to be easily beaten in under a minute. Also, yeah. Once again, you could just have endless double jumps to basically trivialize all the levels. It's like, why did they think the Wispens were a good idea? Yeah, exactly, it's WM1. Like, oh no, it's like something horrible is gonna happen, except I am not the one actually playing the game, so... Oh, right, there we go. Great. Excellent. You pressed the button at the right time, that means you are the epic gamer. It's like, why even bother putting enemies there when you can easily just cleave through them with your WM1 powers? It's like, why did they give you this as your starting weapon? It's like any semblance of challenge in this game is just something that the developers were apparently definitely allergic to. Going by this. Also, fairly certain there is a, there we go. I knew there was a red ring down there. I remembered, see? Somehow. And oh, hey, look! It's the infamous, free lane rail system, which was in at the end of the first level of Colors. Don't you remember? You remember? Congrats, you're alive and you pressed the button. You are winner. That really doesn't seem to be the case, doesn't it? Also, that. Oh yeah, S rank. Now we're getting to it. And there we go. Now we can actually customize the avatar. Unfortunately, we don't get can now use the SEGA Pack costumes. Can now use the Persona 5. You have anything more you want to throw my way, game? Anyways, let's the main reason why we're here is to actually customize stuff. So we can cosplay as Knights. We can cosplay as Ai. Puyo Puyo. We get the funny Millennial S cap. We get glasses. We get the Jet Set radio goggles. We get the Jonkler mask. Low headgear, we get... This was 2017, by the way, just for comparison. We get the weird flesh hands, obviously. I'm gonna go with those ones. Footwear. Obviously, we can have the weird feet. We have, like, your big toe and then bigger toe. And I think I'll just go with the green shoes for now, but until we get something actually decent. So, obviously we get the Jonkler outfit, we get Knight's outfit, we get some cool rollerblade knee pads, we get this shirt. They did release this Sonic shirt DLC, by the way, and I just... That's just one of those things where I wanted to give up. Okay, so you can just go in and edit some superficial stuff about your character after the fact. That's good to know. So base suits, we'll go with red. We'll go with red for the time being. We can just change that up and It's like none of these particularly scream, It's like all of these are too happy. They're all too happy for... I think that one's... It's like that one's... She's unhappy, so that one works. I guess that'll have to do for now. Anyways, let's get back to actually doing stuff. Also, Wispens, we just have the burst. Anyways, it's time for the worst cutscene in the game. Are you ready, ladies and gentlemen? It's like he can't even repair stuff right. He's basically had all his characteristics just stripped away from him. That enemy I fought before, quickly! Accept death or whatever. Also, yeah, Santiago's here for some reason. He looks nothing like the Sonic you know. And just like that, the entire canonicity of this series just shattered into a million pieces. Because this is supposed to be the same Sonic that was in Generations, and then the same one which was in the classic timeline. So, you know, this is the same Sonic that has gone through Sonic 1, 2, presumably 3 and Knuckles at this point, Mania. And they're saying apparently that Sonic's in a different dimension, even though Adventure makes it perfectly clear that it takes place after the likes of CD, and it's just one big mess, and I hate it. I hate it.
Right, that makes sense.
No, it doesn't, Tails. It's like the only way this makes sense is if you actually have lost it, and Classic here is just a hallucination you brought up.
Do you know how you got here?
Yeah, I'm a figment of your imagination, kid. It's like I'm trying to talk to you right here, but he's not listening to me. It's like I'm not real, damn it.
I mean, everything happens for a reason, right? You need to save the world, and maybe that's why you're here, to help save the world.
Well, you know, you could be just the fact that you're here and you need to actually get off your lazy tails and actually do something, Pixel Brain.
It's still good to see you, Sonic. Heck, it's good to see any Sonic.
Well, yeah, that's why you dreamed me up. Anyways, it's time for the first classic level, Ghost Town, where, just for comparison's sake, here's Sonic's jump. Yeah, you can basically... It's like all momentum basically just stops when you jump, and it's just a fixed rate. And the fact that you can basically start jumping back... This just doesn't feel right at all, which... Considering this is after Generations came out with actually decent classic Sonic physics... I mean, not the best by any means, but still better than this. It's just... Why did you even bother putting him in? It's like... Even when it was announced, everybody was just like, no, we don't want Santiago in this game, please. Well, at the very least, I'm fairly certain that Santiago's levels are the ones where all the red rings are in places where you actually want to look around a little bit more. Would have been hilarious just instead of a JP mute, you got jerk Europeans. Yeah, exactly. That would have been great. Also, I did watch a little bit of the OVA this week as well. I'm just thinking I really need to refine my Sonic voice, because it's become kind of apparent to me that classic Sonic there has a little bit of a drawl to his lines there. Something that I feel has been kind of missing. I feel I'm doing it worse this time around. You're the one who created that stupid contraption in the first place. Why should I have to go around cleaning up your messes? Also, yeah, that was over in like a minute and a half. That was certainly worth adding to the game. And I still got an S rank for that. And here we go. We get all our missions lined up, so we just get all the rewards. Just getting constantly bombardier in a landslide of rewards. A couple of months ago in the city of the... Yeah, imagine you could actually go through the levels with just those regular Wispens. That would have been interesting, just going through with a pew-pew laser gun. Also, Strife, you're proficient with weapons, just shoot him. She's not what... for clarification, Strife is not one for anxiety and doubt. She'd just straight up jump up there and stab him through the heart if she was here. She's just like, you're nothing compared to what I've had to face. Here, have a spear. So yeah, I'm starting to think that maybe Strife was the wrong choice this. I mean, Eris is basically useless with Firearm, so that would at least make sense. It's like, oh yes, Rouge, who's obviously the spy here, so why didn't you just start with the fact that Rouge was the spy to begin with? Because that's basically what she's known for.
How's Sonic doing?
Outside of the Funny 34 site. Yeah, how exactly are you getting to and from the planet, then, if he is in space?
What? You can't be serious.
I mean, he tried to do it before, so there's no reason why he wouldn't try to do it again.
Eggman's been keeping Sonic alive all this time. He's been waiting to show him his completed empire before banishing him.
You know, I mean, I suppose that makes sense. Just, here's the one to sort of gloat in his victories like that.
Sonic just to pass the time.
Yes, torturing. Keep that in mind. It's like they keep saying that's low even for Eggman. It's starting from colors I've noticed. As if him just blasting the moon in half was just him, as opposed to just playing around still. Yes, I wish they had like different personality presets for how these cutscenes play out with you. They'll require effort though, and money.
The clock is ticking, boss. But we don't even know where he's being held captive. Yes, we do. Eggman rebuilt the Death Egg.
Yep, we got another Death Egg, because we can't have anything original in this series anymore. The Death Egg? Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, the lip syncing here is notoriously bad.
None of this is good, Vector.
Yes, none of this is good.
It's called war.
For the first time in his life, Vector finally understands the meaning of war.
You all know what to do. Let's go get Sonic.
It's like, finally, we actually get to do some. There we go, mission screen, which is basically just, achievables. And there we go, Prison Hall, not to be confused with Prison Lane at all. So let's see, missions. Look, we got all these things to go through. Just complete all the stuff with an S rank, even though I already did it. Some of the voice presets sound like they give you all the voice, yet they still refer to you as... Yeah, that is still a minority, isn't it? It's like... It's like they basically end up doing the bare minimum. It's like they added the character customization, but it still feels they put the bare minimum into it. Where it's like, you have a custom character, but you don't actually get to display any sort of agency with that custom character. It's like Legends are in that aspect. Where it's like, sure, you can doll yourself up however you want, but you're basically still playing, the character we tell you to. It's like you don't get to express yourself in any way outside the most superficial means. Also, yeah, we had to have the grapple hook here because we couldn't afford to add the drift. You know, the drift that was in Generations and whatnot. We couldn't afford to put that in. Also, let me just go... Also, yeah, I forgot the acceleration here. It's just the most abrupt thing, where it's like... Starting off is just casual plodding along, and then all of a sudden you just get all of your speed up at once. It's the most prevalent with the Avatar, the custom character, but it's also the case with Sonic as well. You just don't see it as much, given your boosting most of the time. Oh yes, security is very tight. Observe how tight the security is, as I just WM1 for it all. Why did they give you this thing? I mean, obviously I have an idea as to what Whisper I am going to give Strife by the end of this, but spoiler warning, it's not going to be this. It's not going to be the Flare Whisper, because it's I mean, I suppose we can play around with a couple more of the Wisps while we're here, just to showcase them all. You know, it'd be a little bit thorough. No 14 related has been a so-so character expression cutscenes. Does make me appreciate games at least show a modicum of effort letting you show your personality through set dialogue. Yeah, exactly. Where it's like, it feels like, I guess, Legends Are wants to do that, but again, shows the bare minimum, and basically just gives you a bunch of non-answers. Like, it's even worse than 14 in that aspect, because it feels as though you don't necessarily have much of a choice in the matter. Whereas in this game, you basically don't get any dialogue options whatsoever. So there's not even the illusion of choice. You're basically just going through this how the game demands you to. There we go, got the S rank, so we get the football helmet, we get Eris's glasses, except they're not pink. We get those gloves, which I suppose are kind of thing for Strife. And oh yes, we get to make her the Jelly Girl. I have no idea why they added those. Just, it feels as though they just added more stuff in terms of the character customization to make you into the most cursed thing ever. It's like they tried to go into the more funny route as opposed to the edgy route, which is the intended crowd for this game. Anyways, yeah, we get another Whisper, we get the cape, we get the Jester boots, we get the spider thing. It's like, part of me is just some kind of wishing we actually did get proper character customization in a future game, just so there's zero reason for you to ever come back to this game. It's like the one thing I wanted to see in this series from this game on out, just that one thing that basically makes it so there's no reason to ever come back to this. There we go, now we get us basically just Whisper Plus, where collecting rings increases speed and applies a shield. So basically no reason to add that. You get Eris's round glasses, except they're this weird color. There we go. That's a little bit more like it. Footwear, yes. Give them the cowboy boots, and I think that is definitely the closest thing we'll get to Stripes boots, because they are brown. So let's see. Funny cape. Part of me kind of wants to go with this for the time being. You know, something that feels a little bit more, also, I could just basically do that to... It's like, why is this an option? Who is using this outside of the funny memes and whatever? Yeah, let's just go with that. I think I'm good. Okay. Time for the first boss fight against everybody's favorite Sonic character, the one which everybody loves. Yeah, and he was being tortured for 6 months, and yet he just looks like he's just sitting here perfectly fine with crystal rings around his wrists.
Already started. Want to let me go and join in? No? Of course not. You hate fun.
Yep, and he's still here making all these quips. Oh, and how convenient that his laser cuffs just decided to give him that particular moment, with seemingly no reason for it. Such riveting dialogue. Alright, it's time to fight Zavok again. Everybody's favorite boss. It's like, look at him, he's so threatening sitting on a giant buzz bomber. Yeah, and I think this is where, also, yeah, just, the homing attack in this game kind of sucks. Especially for this particular boss fight, where, essentially, you can only homing attack stuff that is basically right in front of you. It just feels so bad compared to actually good homing attacks, like in Adventure 2. Where it's like you can actually target what you're facing in midair. Whereas here it's like, no, you gotta face whatever's in front of you. Also, this boss doesn't really communicate what it's trying to do all that well. Where it's like, you gotta stand in place and let him just hit the ground so it springs you up, as opposed to just jumping, which is what you'd sort of expect. Yep, as you can plainly see here, it really is boss fights like this where you can seriously tell that yes, we are basically dealing with Spyro 1 control style here, where all you have is 8 cardinal directions. Well, that's sort of... Yeah, I mean, you're basically trying to kill me, man. It sort of goes without saying. Oh, wow, it actually hit me there. It's like, oh no, I have less place to run. This is so difficult. How can I possibly beat this man? Oh, and I don't have rings this time. How scathing. How scathing. You're really making this difficult for me, game. Like, even blowing up his own boss bombs. Like, why even have them around at that point? There we go. And it just sort of skips the last phase, and just you get to see him just punch Zavok in the face. And it's just like, the power scalers in the shonen fans are like, whoa, he actually punched somebody in the face! Haha. Also, I'm fairly certain you've noticed the floating JPEGs in the background. You can tell this game was made on a tight budget, can't you? It's like, even Pokemon Coliseum at the very least had, had like GIFs in the background. It's like, how is it that you have less of a budget than Mario and Sonic at the Winter Olympic Games with its crusty GIFs of a hero chat, which is bigger than every single character there? It's like, how that just looks so bad. There we go. Haha, funny tuple trouble. They said the funny sex word. Yep, we gotta get the daily missions in there. Let's see what else we get. We get the lightning wisp. We get that. We get the funny spring shoes. Oh, skull and crossbones. Stripe's definitely putting that on. You know, just as a small reference to the alternate universe version where she's a pirate for some reason. Maybe I should do that. Maybe I should just make a Captain Ford. There we go. We got a backpack. We get funny woolen gloves. We get, I'm sure somebody will wear those. And you can make her a dog and hedgehog as well, if you really want to. And, yeah, we get the dash bow tie. We get the aviators, so we can make Stripe look like she's in the Matrix. We get the funny studded gloves. We get, schoolgirl clogs. Football. Okay, good, that's all of it. And just... he died as he lived. Completely lamely.
It's that sound again.
Oh yes, that sound, and no mention of the fact that Zavok just straight up disappeared before your eyes. Priorities, man.
Whoa, it's not time for thinking, it's time for running.
Sonic, you never think in these games. Alright. It's time for, arguably one of the better levels in the game. Arguably. At the very least, this one you actually have to use two hands for. Like, oh, he's making such a big... he's being so nuanced about it and just nonplussed. He's so funny, you guys. Also, yeah, that homing attack section is notoriously bad, especially with this control setup.
Whoa, we're off planet. I guess anyone who crosses Eggman gets a one-way trip to space. No way I'm sticking around here.
It's like, yeah, good luck actually aiming for that one on the left there. Good luck. I'm gonna try it one more time and then we'll just carry on. It's like, I don't necessarily care about ranking this or whatnot, because I'm probably just going to I don't know, reset my save file after this, because I have sort of set a precedent here, admittedly. The prospect that, yes, I can potentially stream overclocked. Which I'll probably do at some point at the very least. Yes, locked up on the death egg, which somehow you're like light years away from at this point. Oh, so yes, just the most riveting level design here. It's literally just oh hey, you remember the quick step sections from Colors, don't you, with the laser zapping robots? Unfortunately, quick step isn't in this game, so you're gonna have to make do with grind rails. I do at the very least appreciate there's an option to just sort of turn off dialogue in these levels just for replaying them. Because I can imagine a lot of Sonic's quips here getting obnoxious. It's not good Sonic quips at the very least. Oh yes, and then we just have this this grind rail leading to nowhere. Oh no, hey, look at this! It's just like the That one movie. You know, that one space movie. Star Chaser: The Legend of Orin. Don't you remember? It's just like that one movie. That one niche sci-fi movie. Yeah, I do gotta wonder why there's just this massive hole in here, aside from just being a trailer shot. It's just like, why is this even here? Why does it lead directly to the spaceport? Why is there just basically a vacuum in here? I mean, I guess it's mostly just robots, but still, it's just... Why anything in this level? Somehow I still got an S rank for that! How? How? Alright, there we go. We got spooky ghost outfits. We got those seem more in line with what Eris wears. We got the funny femboy gloves, and the same shoes we already got except different colors, and more of the same dragon mare we already got but in a different color. You can sort of start to oh, we got the edgy mask here. We got the white fire. Strife, you can cleave through these things no problem. What are you doing?
Easy there. Everything's cool. Are you here to rescue me?
I was.
Can't tell you how much I appreciate it. It's been a while since I've seen a friendly face.
Hey, rookie, you still in one piece?
Oh, sure. Don't even bother to ask how I am. Amy?
What is that reaction? I never got it.
Is there an exit around here? Your concern is touching, Knuckles.
It's like they're actually trying to have banter here, and it's, Okay, admittedly the banter here isn't the worst. I mean... I will say this, at the very least, this isn't as bad as Lost World or Team Sonic Racing in terms of this dialogue, at least so far. There's definitely a bunch of stinkers in here, but it's not the worst. Probably because Pongraph didn't actually write it.
And here's the bad news. Our intel indicates Eggman's got a weapons factory in Green Hill.
Yep, it's always Green Hill.
War effort.
A factory? We can't take out Eggman's home base in Metropolis if he's got a factory supplying him.
Yeah, otherwise the game would be too short.
No kidding. Look, Sonic, I know you just got back, but we're spread thin. Can you take care of this? We need that factory in Green Hill destroyed.
We need Green Hill destroyed.
With you.
Please.
Sure about this? The kid was shaking like a leaf the whole time we were at the death
The
edge.
hell are you talking about, Vector? I mean, maybe she's not the most accustomed to space travel, but she's not the one to shake.
That's because it's cold in space. The factory is nice and warm.
Sure, let's just go with that, Charlemagne.
It will be when it's burnt to the ground. Sonic, you take the lead.
It's like, yeah, we're actually participating in straight-up anarchy and property damage.
I got 6 months of payback I'm just dying to spend.
Yep,
Sounds
well,
like a good
Sonic is at the very least right about one thing with regards to this game. He's just dying. Because you know how it is with this game. Because, whilst I do say this isn't the worst it got, I definitely put it to Lost World in that regard. You know what, let's go with that. Let's go with that. That's at the very least Strife's color scheme. Footwear, I'm gonna keep the boots, gloves. Still fine. She's not the one to really use a lot of, all this stuff, admittedly. Bodysuits. Okay, that seems a little bit more online. A little bit more on brand. Actually, this does... Yeah, that does look a little bit more on brand for her. There we go. Alright, let's carry on. This game is just super eager. It just throws daily missions at you like flyers. Anyways, it's time for one of the more interesting levels in the game.
The enemy's factory is inside the pyramid. I can send reinforcements if you don't think you can.
Oh yeah, send free enforcements, why don't you?
more than enough. We'll blitz the place and
And now it's time for arguably the standout levels here, which is basically just it's like you and your OC and Sonic actually get to work together. Isn't that so cool? You get to combine your powers. It's like, not really. Let's see what happens when I just don't do it. They just stumble a little bit and then Yeah, it's basically just you have no reason to actually do that unless you really want to hear fist bump for like the umpteenth time. It's not as bad as Seven Rings in Hand, but it's still not that great. Still a little bit egregious here.
You should be able to get into the factory through these.
Oh, that's right. I probably should have switched over to the Lightning Wisp here. That being said, shield here looks kind of funky. It's like it's just all these weird like orbs flying around like fireflies. Because you would not believe your eyes, as opposed to, you know, just the standard bubble. Also, yeah, if you just have the burst whiffs, you can basically just skip most of this level. Game design is my passion. It's like, yeah, you can just... It's like, who needs to design a level when you can just do this and just skip over the whole thing? Like, look at this. Isn't this just the best level design you've ever seen in your whole life? Like, just basically just skipping the entire level right there. And I think with... Oh. Can't forget to pick that up. Heaven forbid.
I don't know why I was even worried.
Yeah, it's like... I gotta say, those are some comically big munitions being made. Like, why does Robotnik need munitions that big? It's like not even the Moab is that big, I'm pretty sure. It's like, what are you planning on targeting with those? This is like the sort of thing that puts the Magnum Build to shame. Look at this, we get the Puffer Jacket, which, you know, seems a little bit more on brand for Strife, I guess. You know, just sort of hypothesizing here. We get another Lightning Wisp. We get the Nomura belt. We get some Converse. We get Scale Mail. I mean, I suppose she is a knight, technically.
Something is attacking inside the Mystic Jungle. Silver is fighting him, or it, or...
Yeah, Silver just went off on his own, I guess. He's like, I gotta find a way to make myself relevant somehow to this series.
Guys, it's him.
Oh no, he's not.
I'm looking forward to a second round.
Stop trying to convince me that Infinite is him. He is not him. Anyways, it's time for one of the more infamous levels in this game. The other one where you can just beat it with one hand.
Eggman's forces are scattering bombs like
Yep, so just start off with Boost Wispins and you can literally just do this the entire time. It's like my hand's not on the control stick. And yet I'm still bumped over to the left a little bit, it's fine. It's like your boost basically just never runs out here. Like, look at this. It's like, sure, I haven't done the best job at it, but it doesn't change the fact that you can literally just beat this entire level with one hand. It's like, somebody thought this was okay. Somebody thought, yes, it's perfectly fine. You can just beat this whole thing with one... Oh. Okay. Fine, I guess that's only a thing in the actual decent ports of this game. Fine, I'll just, I'll play this a little bit more normally then. If you insist, game. It's like, not even letting me able to prove a point. Riveting. I was trying to aim for... Yeah, I could definitely see just experiencing this on the PS4 compared to here. This feels just significantly less good.
They're in the ruins up ahead.
Great, Amy. I'll make sure everyone's efforts weren't in vain.
Yes, everybody's efforts weren't in vain, because apparently we're trying to come up with the fact that people die in this. Also, I think it's time to see why this is Vel's favorite level. Watch this. There we go, just bonk him on the head.
Piled it up. So look like we'll get past without a fight.
I can see why this is some people's favorite level at the very least. Except, unfortunately, you have to fight your way out of here. There you go. And he's just straight up dead. Oh. Yeah, I was thinking I could actually showcase a particularly interesting tidbit about that level, but I guess not. Another S-Reg, baby! Let's see what we get. We get... Yep, there's the Gamer hat. Everybody's favorite hat. And look, now you can make yourself into a black dragon and spit acid everywhere. Child backpack is cuter there, at least. We get the Viking horns, we get, I guess all this stuff, you know, to make you seem a bit more stylish or somewhat. And now we get to, there we go. First bout with Infinite. We're almost a third of the way through the game.
This wasn't part of my agenda, but I'm always happy to crush a hero. It keeps the rabble in line, shows them that there is no hope.
Does anyone but you believe your lies?
Now it's time for me to actually do something in this series for once! Like, observe that he doesn't actually showcase any of his psychic powers there. He just sort of boosts at him. It's just proof that, once again, the only way to make Silver relevant in this series is to basically just ignore his entire moveset. Of basically just grabbing people and throwing them about. It's like you could have shown Silver just throwing stuff at Infinite, it having no effect, but no! What better way to showcase Silver's powers than him just boosting at stuff, just like everybody else in this series?
I got it from here.
Well, look who's back from the dead.
I'm Infinite, I'm fairly certain you already knew he was still alive. Like, didn't Robotnik tell you he was just keeping him in the death egg?
But what's that I smell? You reek of fear. Glad to see I left an impression.
Stop assuming things, Infinite. All you do is make an ass out of you and Ming.
All the way over here. And you haven't left an impression. I don't know anything about
He hasn't left an impression. Well, he's certainly right about that.
You may call me
Midfinite.
in the brief moments that remain to you.
Oh, great. See, Infinite? Now we're getting to know each other.
Shut up.
So, what's your favorite color?
Shut up.
Romantic walks on the beach?
Shut up.
Power? You can skip the first two questions if you like.
The source of my power is none of your concern.
As I say, as the camera decides to focus on my source of power.
Sorry, but you've just got to share the secret of your power with me. I insist.
Your insistence is futile.
Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa!
Sonic, you okay?
How much time has passed until they brought him back? 6 months. 6 months that Infinite knew that Sonic was still alive. It's like, he's the one who beat him into the ground. He should know this sort of stuff. Anyways, now we get some funny Gangnam-style boss fight.
Haven't you seen a hedgehog before?
Again, I'm getting sick and tired of all that rat stuff. Seriously. Alright, and his whole thing is like, oh, you take damage, and now the boss fight is harder. Ooh. And now there's just a massive snake here because we needed to reuse a whole bunch of assets from Lost World, I guess. Get over here, you. There we go. Great controls, this. Like, this feels so much better compared to what I did on the PS4. Like, look at this. Look how just I am spinning. Oh, there we go. Now it's like, ooh, you'll never find out which one is me. Even though it's very clearly the one in the back. It's like, all you're doing is just making it easy for me to hit you, man.
Payback time at last.
It's like, I don't even need the boost for these particular segments. Get over here, you. Get over here. I'm not done with you yet. Just let me homing attack. There we go. That's it. Get over here, you. I'm not done with you yet. Well, you know, we could It's like, ooh, now there's even more of me. You'll never know which one you'll have to hit, even though you could just hit all of them and it still works.
Your abilities exceed your previous data.
Unlike mechs, I can grow. I get more powerful every second.
Power Scale is having an absolute aneurysm whenever Sonic brings up that quote.
You can count on it.
I mean, I suppose it's to explain how he can just solo Perfect Chaos in his base form now, but just like, ah yes, Sonic over here just giving all the Power Scales and Battle Shonen fans an aneurysm. Just how powerful he constantly... Oh, we get the funny gravity hammer to kill Griff with. Alright, let's see what else we get. We get the Sailor Scout outfit, we get the headset, we get the robot gloves. Riveting.
Well, you've improved since the last time, but you will.
He's still talking big after all that. I'm just gonna shoot tiny little dinky energy balls at you, and that somehow works.
As I predicted, you're not even worth it.
I could just kill you now and end this game, but nah, I don't feel like it. It's like, he could have just easily won there. Just beat Sonic while he was down, just put out his sword and basically just made a cake cutting video with his face. It's like, is it Sonic or is it cake? Let's find out. But unfortunately no, because otherwise we wouldn't have a game.
I gotta figure out the secret of his power.
It's kind of obvious, isn't it, Sonic? It's like, I'm fairly certain anyone could suss that out if they were paying attention. Anyways, meanwhile, we just got Santiago over here doing Santiago things. I feel this is where I end up spending most of my time. Just in here, just trying to perfect what I want the character to look like. I mean, I already have an idea. Footwear, I'm still fine with the boots. Let's put the Nomura belt on her. That seems more appropriate. And nah, that just looks weird. So you can make her into a blue, a purple, or a dark Drogon. This is one of the issues I have with the customization, honestly, is that it just gives you the illusion of, oh, there's a whole bunch of options here, even though it's just basically the same article of clothing just copy-pasted in 3 different colors. Like, you'd get 3 Chow backpacks in different colors, which, honestly, I do find more of annoying, because I would honestly have preferred if we just got 1 of each of accessory and you're able to actually customize the colors of them. You know, let's go... Yeah, let's just go with that. And I'm gonna have to go back and change it eventually. Anyways, time for, the 33.3% benchmark of this whole thing.
But you're here now. It's like the world needs a Sonic. Any Sonic to keep things in balance.
And yet for some reason I've decided I'm not gonna stay in touch with any of my friends, so I have no idea that Sonic's actually alive, otherwise this whole thing would be pretty awkward, wouldn't it? Tails, I think you need help. Yeah, I know. Like everybody told me I needed help before I decided to go AWOL.
If we defeat Eggman, this war will be over. And if we can figure out the secret to his power, maybe we can get you home.
I mean, I don't necessarily have a home, Tails. I'm literally living rent-free in your head.
Hey, the sensor is picking up Eggman. Let's hurry.
Okay, so at the very least we have a reason for being here, because Eggman is, for some reason, in Green Hill. Green Hill. Green Hill. Green Hill. Green Hill. Cover your ears, gentlemen. Ah, it's like... It's like a dentist drill in my ears. It's like there's a drill in one here, and a drill in the other one, and they're meeting in the middle. Yeah, it's like everybody's just saying, oh, Sonic is well known for having great music in his games, even if the games themselves are kind of sucky. Force is over here really going out of its way to challenge stereotypes. It's like, we have terrible gameplay, and we have terrible music to go along with it. It's like we broke new ground with this game. Honestly, Who thought these Mega Genesis sims were a good idea? This whole... I need to... I guess this is how they incentivize you to speedrun these classic Sonic levels, so that you don't have... Wait, so you have to listen to the music as, for a little time as possible. I don't know, Tails. The desert was the Green Hill was basically like this back 6 months ago before Eggman took over. So it's like there's basically no consistency as to what's going on here at all. It's like, how come the entirety of Green Hill is now a desert? It wasn't like this 6 months ago. Oh wait.
Eggman's signal is close. Be careful, Sonic.
Yeah, there's this. It's like, I'm fairly certain even the shortest levels in the classic games, actually I'd tell a lie, you could blitz through them under a minute, but there's like more stuff going on with them, at the very least. Alright, let's see what we get. We get skiing goggles. We get sandals, which again showcase Mobians having 2 toes. And the prisoner outfit in case she wants to play as the Brickster. Let's see, we got some funny scarf so you can play as Boom Sonic. Excuse me, police helmets. Bangles. Blocky shoes. Alright, time for another one of the worst boss fights in the game. Let's just jump right into it, shall we?
And with that, the disposal of the Phantom Ruby prototypes is complete.
Looks like candy more than anything.
It could only record the DNA of the one that triggered it.
Except this doesn't make any sense. Oh, the one that triggered it. Even though I'm fairly certain Robotnik would have to be the one to trigger them in order to make sure they were. This whole thing just makes no sense, and I'm fairly certain in the Japanese script it makes a little bit more sense when it's like, oh, in order to use these, you need to have a strong willpower in order to use them, which should mean that basically most characters in this series should be able to use the Phantom Ruby.
Only a being with my strength of will could
Yeah, he's like talking about his strength of will there.
activate it.
As if to drive it home.
Better now with the lab locked down in Mystic Jungle. Which reminds me, didn't you run into Sonic there after he is...
Also, why are we just talking about this in a field? And not like in a top secret location or whatever?
Yes, but he was powerless against me. There is no need for concern.
You let the hedgehog live?
Yeah, it's like even Robotnik's like, you know, you could have just ended the whole thing right there and then, right?
That is a great source of concern.
Great source of concern as opposed to, you absolute idiot! You fluffing failure!
For you, perhaps. He has beaten you for decades.
Infinite, I'm fairly certain you're not supposed to be privy to that information. It's like, any sense of time scaling in this series is just absolutely borked. It's like, it's one of those things where it's like, I get it, it's like the 25th anniversary or whatever, you really shouldn't be saying that sort of thing.
But I defeated him in our first encounter.
Phantom Ruby prototypes, and Sonic is alone.
That's what I've been trying to tell you, buddy.
What is it?
It wasn't your fault. Yeah, you gotta let him go, Tails. The accident wasn't your fault.
When it's complete, the resistance will be erased. The world will be nothing but ashes, from which a glorious Eggman empire will rise.
And the resistance will yield to the Phantom Ruby's power. All will submit.
Yeah, from there he just goes. Also, I'm here now.
I don't have time for this.
Yeah, he says, and he could just straight up leave, but I guess we gotta have a boss fight here for some reason. Tails when so gets to the Imagine Cloud. That's the only way this makes sense if Tails is the one that's magicked him to life. Also, hey, it's the Sonic 1 boss over and over again. You remember? You remember the Sonic 1 boss? It's like here he actually has a saw blade instead of a wrecking ball. It's totally different, you guys.
I wouldn't expect you to understand.
And it's like, oh, it's totally different because we reused the Egg Dragoon model from Generations. Yeah, you could just stand here. You could just stand there and completely just avoid his Gatling there. This boss fight sucks. Also, yeah, get rocked on, you idiots. You just do that, and you could. Oh. Okay, so it only sometimes works. My mistake.
You've got a lot of nerve for a pint-sized Sonic from another dimension.
Robotnik, please stop affirming Tails' delusions, please.
Won't have to wait long to find out.
It's like you know this whole thing doesn't make any sense. I'm guessing that's that his shots just sort of blocked the rock back. Yeah, that's how you beat this thing, by the way. You just throw rocks at it. It's just like we're playing a boss from Sonic Super. It's just like we're playing a Superstars boss. Bonk. Also, yeah, unlike in Generations, you can't press a button in order to spin dash. You know, one of the things that made Generations Sonic actually fun. Just abusing that overpowered spin dash. Yeah, it's even going as long as a Superstars boss as well, wow. It just keeps going and going and going. Okay, so you have to actually hold back on hitting them with stuff, I see. I see, he's not supposed to just mindlessly spin dash. Bonk.
It would be a challenge to crush you here anyway. I'll round up the entire...
He's like, I let my guard down. Even though he's basically just, his Dragoon here is just the weakest it's ever been. It's like, I remember back with Unleashed, people saying that the Egg Dragoon was like Robotnik's latest and greatest invention outside of Metal Sonic. And here it is, just being ousted by you just throwing rocks at it. It's like this whole game is just a joke. And there we go, we get Clogs, we get to represent Tails and his delusions. Oh, we get to wear chains. Because we was Mobians, isn't it? And mummy wrappings as well, if you're into that. We was Mobians.
Look at you, fighting like you've got a chance to win.
You have no fight left to fight, no life left to live.
So bad that we're never going to do this little dance again. In just 3 short days, my...
Yes, in 3 days, I'll conquer the world. Think you can stop me? Wait, why does that sound familiar?
If I told you, it wouldn't be a surprise. You know what they say? The anticipation of the end is worse than the end itself. Maybe not in this case, though.
Well, anything with regards to this game is far worse than you could possibly anticipate. Anyways, it's time for funny air horn level. I asked the in the city of which I thought was already taken over.
Who can we send? Sonic and Silver need time to heal.
Why? It's like, just throw some rings at them, they'll be fine.
We can't spare anyone.
It's like, oh, Seaside Hill. We gotta get the Seaside Hill reference in here. Because there's no other... Because the only places that exist at all in this series are the ones from we can pull from Generations.
This is the 8th unit. We're pinned down under heavy...
It's like, I'm kind of surprised, really, that with the City of VoD levels, they didn't just reuse Crisis City. I mean, maybe they used a little bit of it.
Man, looks like I've got no choice. Okay, rookie, I've got a tough one for you. I need you to head back to the city and save...
Yes, head back to the City of VoD. And before that, I need to go in and change my Whisper, because it's time we actually showcase something a little bit different. So let's go with the Lightning Wisp. Awards enemies for defeating enemies, awards bonus points for collecting 100 rings. So this is all about getting the ring things. Let's roll. And I get to showcase to you, so Burst Wisp is just straight up burst from colors on the DS.
We're engaging
We got the lightning whip here, obviously. Which you can also use in midair. You also get invincibility frames while it's doing this. It also just launches you forward. Just generally speaking, I'm fairly certain the lightning whisk is one of the better ones, though obviously not as good as the burst one. Also, yeah, you can just slide through them. Because you still have the slide, by the way. So it's like, why would you ever actually use the, I mean, I guess in these areas, the lightning whisk has a little bit more range to it, but that's about it. Anyways, yeah, you basically just get the light speed dash. This is just another excuse to take away things from Sonic's base moveset in order to fit them on, in order to justify this new and spicy mechanic we got. Isn't this just riveting, everyone? Also, I will just say when it comes to this particular track, it really doesn't sound the same without Tomoyo Otani just blasting an air horn over it for every 6 seconds. Oh look, this level actually goes past this level is actually longer than Shadow's enemy territory. I would have thought. We actually get to experience this level a little bit longer. And look, there's actually like alternate paths and whatnot. Amazing. Tune was pretty nice for this level. Yeah, I will admit, I've kind of soured on the Avatar music tracks. I don't just generally feel that the vocals on them aren't all that great. I wouldn't say this is the worst one, though. I'd say, personally, my favorite one is the one for spaceports. Again, though, whenever I hear this song, all I can imagine is Tomoyo Otani just blasting air horns. Look at that, we got the Golden Greaves. That seems fairly knight-like. And we get oh, we get the cowboy. We get the cowboy hat. Cause I wanna be a cowboy, baby. I wanna be a cowboy, baby, right until the day is done. Well, that was a level.
That was impressive, but we still have a lot to do.
Yeah, that level's basically filler.
Great job. I knew you could do it if you believed in yourself.
Well, yeah, that's basically her whole thing.
Nice moves, but if you hog all the glory,
she's full of magic and stuff. Anyways, it's time for one of the more infamous levels in this game.
Sonic's alive! I think I used up all my wishes for the rest of my life, but it's worth it.
Yep, all the wishes, meaning that Tails is down for eternity.
Come on, we have to go find him and tell him about Eggman's plan. Whatever his plan is.
Which is why, for some reason, we're going into the forest.
Eggman said something about Sonic being in Mystic Jungle.
I guess that's our justification for being here, huh? Anyways, time for one of the most infamously bad levels in the game.
According to what I overheard, Sonic should be here.
It's like, oh boy, it's like, you remember the casino mechanics from the previous games? Well, here they are, just inexplicably in a forest. So this level is kind of Tails played Milky Way Wishes in one.
Whoa, that looks like fun. But this is
Imagine.
No time for games.
Yep, we gotta get the slot machines in there because remember Casino Nights? Remember when this game used to have the series used to have good games? Me neither. But here, whatever. It's like people like this game for some reason. So here, have some just superficial references to past games, but only the ones that people say are good. We can't have anything from Adventure 2 because Pro Jared said it sucked. It's like we can't have anything from Sonic Adventure outside of Chaos because Aaron Hansen said it was bad and felt was deaf on that one infamous part of Emerald Coast. Because that clearly means that the game is... I mean, saying that, playing Knuckles Chaotix, I can't help but feel if I didn't have sort of nostalgia and childhood experience with Adventure, I probably wouldn't think too highly of it. This is one of those things where it really feels as though I really only appreciate it because that was what I grew up with, you know? I can't help but feel that some people might feel the same way about this game, because There is the reality that this was somebody's first ever Sonic game. Think about that for a second. Just, like, for some reason... I mean, maybe it was just that this was the only thing that was available to him after the movie came out. You know, back in the dark drought years. And, you know, people weren't exactly interested in playing Team Sonic Racing because nobody should. Should have kept the casino American Crossworld. You can only finish the race if you get 777s. I imagine everybody would absolutely love that mechanic, especially in online play. Anyways, let's see what we get. We get Kabuki Mask, we get the meme glasses, we get the Dangerous 2, and we get Hot Topic jewelry and Eggman shoes. Earned honors as a hedgehog, meaning we finally get the drill and the padlock for some reason, and the Scouter. And golf boots. I'm fairly certain that's ultimately what inspired Eris's boots, actually. Let's see, we get Amy's dress, we get another football helmet. Those look kind of nice, and oh, how scandalous. It's the, yeah, exactly, it's the Dangeresque. It's like, finally, Strife can cosplay as Demopan. That is, at least if there is a pirate hat in this game. Aqua Roads, the one level which was put into Crossworld, speaking of which. Let's, I'm just thinking, do I want to showcase off the funny, do I want to showcase off the funny thing? I'm trying to remember, because I know for certain that there was a particular exploit you could do with this particular level. I think probably I'll just stick to playing it normally, though. Let's go with this for the time being. This seems more up Stripe's alley. And Whisper, let's go with block enemy attacks while braking, hammer, thingy. You know what? Let's try out the asteroid. Let's try out the asteroid real quick.
The system is picking up a couple of strange readings.
Yes, a couple of strange readings.
The one where Sonic fought Infinite.
It's probably another of Eggman's robots.
Life readings, 2 of them.
Yeah, apparently we have ways to scan for life forms, but not anything to scan for Chaos Emeralds, because, you know, that would be kind of useful in the situation.
Go to the lab and check it out.
Alright, let's see. Rental avatars. Let's actually try and use this mechanic here so we can recruit. Basically, just gadgets. The canonical avatar. We got this abomination. We got just generic wolf. Yeah, you can kind of see that the drill is kind of one of the more popular choices. Hammer, 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 drill. That name sounds familiar. Yeah, I think for this, we'll just go normally. Because, yeah, there is a way to basically just truncate the water slides here, which are the main mechanic.
They aren't robots. What are they?
If they're enemies, taking them both.
Here we go, we just jump up here, and look, it's the water slide again from earlier. Except this is where it was... Okay, I tell a lie. I think this is actually my favorite track of all the Avatar soundtracks. Yeah, you go this way, I think. Oh, look at that, it's another Red Ring of Death. Which I can't get because I'm constantly getting bumped all the time. Yeah, generally speaking, these water slide levels, I remember being kind of a pain in order to try and get all the red rings on.
Sure went to a lot of trouble to make this lab hard to find.
They must be doing experiments they don't want people to know about.
So yeah, the asteroid wisp is basically, go, my children! You basically just shoot it once and it homes up on multiple targets. Also, it allows you to just hover in place and be invincible.
Well, look at you,
I mean, obviously it doesn't give you all the fun movement opportunities, so nobody uses it.
Can't play on the slide, Knuckles.
This is no time to lose focus, that's all. Be sure to
Like, oh yeah.
get rookie.
You know, back when Crossworlds was just coming out, I thought I would absolutely despise this level, mostly just because, oh hey, it's one of the more egregious mechanics from Forces, except it actually plays better as a racetrack. It would have funked it. There we go, get the S rank. Let's see. Use an asteroid wispen, so we get fanny pack, we get sailor hat. I don't think I have to go for every one of these, right? We get the Bowser Jr. mask at the very least, and the funny Doctor Who glasses. Hammer. Okay, I remember wearing those ones a lot, the purple boots. I wonder what this doohickey could possibly be. This looks important. I like how it's also just making the same sound effects as the Chaos Emeralds.
Have we met before? Sonic!
Yep, just smash cut to being reunited.
So worried. I thought you were.
Relax, Tails, we can kiss later.
Look, I'm perfectly fine. It's been generations since I seen you.
Boo! Boo! Boo!
The bad news is, Eggman said he had some plans.
That joke sucked!
In 3 days.
3 days, huh? Well, a lot can happen in that time.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, he always gives us a 3-day time limit, doesn't he? You should probably stop doing that. Or at the very least, liberated a world. And look at that, we get the secret missions. We will not be doing the secret missions. Alright, time for stage number 15.
I don't like the sound of that. Normally I just laugh at an Eggman.
I just normally laugh off an Eggman plan, like the time we blew the moon in half and then everybody forgot.
Hey, I hate to butt in on your important meeting, but we're under attack. Shadow is tearing through our troops.
It's like, oh hey, Shadow is... we actually get to face off with Shadow now.
Shadow.
About time.
Last time I saw him, he was fighting for Eggman.
It doesn't make sense. Why would Shadow help the enemy?
It's a complete mystery.
Being controlled by that strange power.
Whatever it is, I'll figure it out.
Well, you know, just... I always love an opportunity to beat up Shadow. You know how it is. Also, yeah, you can also just play as Shadow as well. It's funny. Anyways, number 15, Sunset Heights. Yeah, I think that's a... I remember when everybody saw this level back when it was introduced, and it was just like... Everybody was hoping the level would be a little bit longer. And then everybody got their hopes just absolutely crushed.
That'll work. I'll find Shadow and be back in no time.
Yeah, because apparently I'm the only one who can do anything around here. Nobody else does the dishes in this fluffing house.
Mini Death Egg robots? Come on, seriously? I'm not one to complain.
It's like, oh, how do we, how do... It really is just like The Force Awakens in that aspect. It's just like, oh, how do we make the threats a lot more threatening? Just have a whole bunch more of them. And have them all shoot Death Star lasers as well. It would be great. Keep having to be mindful of how the acceleration works here, because I know that like any moment you could just shoot off into the distance. Yep, I knew there was a red ring back here. I remembered, see? Yeah, but I still can't help but wonder why the slide isn't even in this game. Because it's like, you use it all of one time as far as I'm aware.
Careful, Sonic.
Also, yeah, that's just the level. Shadow's just sort of stood there. Just like, hey, what's up? Something about me beating up some troops or whatever, I don't know. I don't know what's going on anymore. So let's see, we got, oh, those, there we go, there's the Eris glasses. She normally wears pink ones, or red ones. Like, wow, you get stuff for sliding as well, daring. Okay, so at the very least we got the soap shoes. That's neat at the very least. Cleared state number 15. We have the watch and so much more stuff. Okay, so we get the Chiku overalls and the Bane mask. Can now play Flying Pod. It's like, oh boy, as if I wanted to play any more of this.
Alright, Shadow, what's the deal?
Oh yeah, now we get to see the most egregious instance of side mouth in this series. Look at this.
Another Shadow?
That looks so bad.
He just disappeared.
That was a fake.
A fake? How?
Assuming that, no... It's like, oh boy, it's as if we've never seen any instance of a fake Shadow in this series at all. It's as if Shadow the Hedgehog in Sonic Heroes never happened. And there we go, we're halfway through the game already.
They have mass in form, but no heart and soul.
Virtual reality? So all those familiar
What, like
faces
VR
that were part of
troopers?
Eggman's army?
I'm fairly certain that's not how the Phantom Ruby worked back in Mania.
Their power, according to Rouge, Infinite can create unlimited numbers of
He literally has the Gmod spawn-in gun. Yes, he has the Gmod tool gun.
Fight after fight, he can just keep cranking out counterfeits?
Exactly. As it stands, there's no way we can win this.
Of course we can win this.
It's like they're
We
really
always
trying to
do.
build up
We just
all of
haven't
Infinite's
figured
powers,
that
aren't
part out
they?
yet.
With him just able to infinitely spawn enemies until the game breaks. Oh, we gotta go to Capital City next.
Listen up. We just
It's time for one of the more
Eggman's
infamous parts of the
forces are
game.
undermanned at his headquarters in Metropolis.
They're probably staging somewhere else as part of Eggman's plan. This could be our only chance to take the city.
Oh yes, the city as opposed to the city.
Exactly. That's why we're focusing on a full frontal assault on Metropolis.
Is this Metropolis from Sonic 2?
I'm calling it Operation Big Wave.
Riveting.
That's what it's called. What's important is to have a well-thought-out strategy.
You want to take that again, Silver?
I thought up this strategy in about a minute and a half.
Yeah, just keep this in mind. You thought this up in a minute and a half.
Army is destroyed. Sonic is busy fighting Shadow, but the rest of us can do this.
And Knuckles is here to showcase this game's message of everybody is useless except Sonic. And Shadow, I guess, but he had to be removed from the game because... For basically the same reason as Flynn did, where it's like, oh, Shadow's too powerful, so he's just not in the story for half of it.
Ha! Great speech! Let's give Eggman an old-fashioned beatdown.
They have more in sheer numbers, so the idea of a quick, focused attack...
Tails, don't encourage him.
We also have Sonic. I mean the other Sonic.
Oh yes, the other Sonic, the good Sonic. You remember the good Sonic from the 90s, don't you? You know, the one which was actually had good games?
Also,
Like
if we
Sonic
destroy
3D Blast?
Phantom Ruby, we should be able to send the other
And Sonic
home.
Labyrinth?
At least I hope so. This is all new territory for me.
Okay, let's head straight for Eggman's HQ. Time to save the world, people!
Alright, boys and girls, it's time to save the world. But first, I need to go in and, switch things up a little bit. It's time to use the hammer. It's like, here comes Tom. Let me guess, oh, we just load straight up to the mission. Nice. Alright, it's time to showcase the hammer and why it's the worst with the worst of all the Wispins. Way.
Time for Operation Big Wave.
Yeah, basically just stops you in place in order to attack. It's like in this game all about going fast and being all about movement. The hammer basically just slaps you in the slaps the face of such a notion. Like, look at this. It's like, why would you ever use this? I mean, I suppose it gives you more rings when you beat up enemies, but that's about it. And oh hey, it's like one of the few instances where I actually get to use Quick Step.
Infinite, activate the Phantom Ruby. Make them wish they'd never been born.
Stay calm. What you're seeing isn't real.
It's no use. Our troops are scattering in the confusion.
So, yeah, Knuckles thought about this in a minute and a half, right? And immediately it just all goes to hell. It's like, way to make Knuckles completely inept, guys. It's like, I know that's the whole agenda here is to basically just do the Boom Knuckles and making them a complete himbo, but... It's like... Surely you could have done a little bit better than this, right? And oh look, we got lasers that we have to avoid. Also, what is this? What is this thing just floating here? Is Robotnik outsourcing stuff to Aperture Science now? I suppose I would explain the aesthetic of Metropolis. It's like, where's all the gears and the green stuff? This isn't the Metropolis I know. Yep, just like that, Knuckles wiped out 80% of his forces in a half-baked plan he fought up in a minute and a half. Yeah, this game basically just made Knuckles a war criminal. Let's go this way. You know, I gotta do something in order to cope with the fact that one of my favorite characters in the series is now just a war criminal who is absolutely inept. Yeah, I think the Sam has the, yeah, it has the speed boost upon landing, which I think, generally speaking, is one of the least desirable ones, mostly just because of how, temperamental it can be, as you can probably tell from this. Also, yeah, the hammer also sucks because you can't use it to, beat up airborne targets. If for some reason you ever feel compelled to play this game, never use the hammer. Is what I'm getting at. We have silver. 80% of the resistance is now gone. I'm fairly certain that constitutes for a pretty hefty loss. Oh wow, I actually got an ARAG for that. Suppose you can thank the hammer for that. Oh, we get Whisper's Kabuki mask. Funny. Alright, time for another Midfinite fight. And an SOS? I'm not gonna answer that. Somebody else pick it up. I got a Midfinite to beat up. I think for this... Yeah, let's just go for the, let's just go for the Flammenwerfer. You know, basically the starting Whisper, aside from a few add-ons, which you aren't allowed to customize at all.
More ants to crush. I wonder if this world can offer me a real challenge.
Well, I'm just here for some reason.
To answer, the world sends me a trembling child. I'm going to fight and die here, or run away in fear.
I will admit, in terms of character dynamics, it would be pretty funny if Lilith was the one to beat up Infinite. Just this nobody off the streets who just ended up in this position where they have this unique power and is just flying in the face of everybody's expectations. Except, of course, you can't play as a mongoose in this game, so it's basically moot. It's like, imagine if your custom character actually had any agency here. Whatever, let's just beat up Midfinite again. It's like, you're not exactly proving much of a threat, buddy.
The strong will always vanquish the weak. You have only your own frailty to blame.
I mean, you say frailty, but I literally have a shield, and, there we go. Just, yeah, you can just sort of... There goes half his health already. Already he's in his enrage mode. Yeah, the boss fights here really just seem to be, taking cues from Superstars. Or maybe Superstars is taking cues from Forces. That probably makes more sense. Yes, I feel like we've met before. Except it doesn't really matter. Oh, so there's where the comically large warheads come in. Except it doesn't really make any sense, because, it's like, munitions that big would probably just, level the entire continent, I'm fairly certain. I suppose it depends what's in them. Like, obviously, if it's, like, how you classified, like, I don't know, nuclear material, you can basically just kiss your planet, kiss your continent bye-bye, but... In the meantime, I guess I'm gonna be kissing Infinite bye-bye, because the fight's already over. The power of the WM1. There we go. Courage in hand. Drive off Infinite again because he's that incapable. Use a Burst Whisper so we get more stuff. More stuff which I'm not going to use. Anything interesting here at all? Oh, we get our first proper instance of the drill at the very least. Anything interesting here at all? And I hear hairstyles or anything. Funny spring shoes, I guess. At all? Okay. It's like you may have beaten me, but I'm still gonna pretend that I'm winning anyway.
I remember you. You ran from me before. You survived then, but you throw it all away.
Haha, reference. What is? It's like Flynn wrote this part. Except I'm fairly certain Infinite would possibly do something more creative than just spawning a bunch of cannons. It's basically just the Phantom Ruby just gives him forge powers. He's basically a forge monitor.
No matter. They have only 2 days left. Let them contemplate the inevitable till I end this once and
Yes, I will end this all in for once. Okay, with that, yep, we get another chemical plant stage, and before that, since we're basically halfway through the game already, I'm gonna take a quick bio break, so if you'll excuse me, I'll be back in a sec. And back again, sorry for the wait. Well, so yeah, we just get this funky little stage select here. For the now, though, we're just going to proceed with chemical plant, chemical plant, chemical plant, chemical plant, chemical plant.
And everything fizzled out when that Phantom Ruby kicked in.
That fake shadow was created using the Phantom Ruby's power, right? Even if it's a virtual reality projection, it's as strong as the real shadow.
Rouge, have you found the intel I was looking for?
I will say, though, just that some particular I probably shouldn't get into this too much, but I've had some thoughts whilst on the bog, as it were.
No, not yet. But I have reports that Eggman's database.
Yep, we gotta go back to chemical plant again. Oh boy. Just, I couldn't help but notice that this game definitely has a lot in common with Legends of, where both games feel as though they wanted to do more with what they had, but unfortunately with the budget, any potential they might have had was basically squandered, and both of them. And both of them generally, both of them generally, I get the impression that they sort of are a little bit of a watershed moment for this series, mostly with regards to people standing up and saying, okay, enough is enough. We've reached a low point here. We need to do better than this, which, at the very least, I certainly hope is the case with Legends are. Anyways, we gotta go to the chemical plant now, where we get to showcase the most infamous aspects about Santiago's physics.
We have to locate the building it's in. There's a lot of ground to cover, so just finding it will be a chore.
Yep, there we go. It's like going all the way down there. I know you're expected to basically roll down here, because that's basically what Sonic does, but it's like, even just a slope like this, you'd get up to a decent amount of speed. It's enough to actually clear the ramp at the end. Yeah, this is basically what you're supposed to do. And look at that, it's just like, whoa! Also, yeah, we get more of this, music in quotation marks. I mean, at the very least, this is better than the stuff in Green Hill. But not by much. I will say, though, so far, it definitely has been a small mercy that we haven't really seen Santiago in any, games so far. At least, we haven't seen him in Frontiers, we haven't seen him in Crossworld, which honestly is a surprise. I mean, I imagine Santiago's gonna be at some point as a DLC character. Also, yeah, nice little indication here where the bubble graphic goes above the water. You could tell this was professionally made. Oh yes, play it safe by just spamming the drop dash. Now, at the very least, I appreciate the fact that the spikes here don't damage you by going into the sides of them. And oh,
Something must have
oh hey, it's that one parts of chemical plant which everybody hates, and we have to keep harkening back to for some reason. I don't get why they have to keep doing this. This is like, honestly, I'm just gonna come out and say it. With regards to levels from Sonic 2, Chemical Plant is probably one of my least favorite ones, specifically for that part. And I have no idea why they keep harkening back to it. It's like, you know, in terms of Sonic levels I actually do like, Casino Nights, you know, Hilltop. Hilltop was pretty chill. Mystic Cave was pretty damn cool. But no, we gotta keep harkening back to this stupid level. It sucks. Also, yeah, you run out of air real fast in this game, I've noticed. Oh, I gotta go back. I gotta go back downstairs and get the red ring. Because that's all that matters in this game. You don't get anything for collecting all of them, but they're there. That reminds me as well, I forgot. They basically just added, like, multiple sets of collectibles in these games. Because you got the red rings, then you got the numbers from Lost World you gotta go for, which were also in Frontiers. And then they just have these moon medals you have to get, and if you get them all, and then you get nothing for it. Ah, so you can actually play as a soldier now. And another Gammer hat. Riveting.
Is where the database is.
Yes, on the world map, because we can't afford to have any proper cutscenes in this game.
While I access the data from this
or at the very least, just a screenshot of a level, in order to sort of set the tone.
Okay. Failed battle plans, robot designs. Wow, he's got like 10 terabytes of selfies.
10 terabytes. I shouldn't be as tilted by that whole sort of small joke thing as I am. It's just obnoxious at this point.
Found it. Virtual reality weapon.
Yep, virtual reality.
A weapon that takes control of people's visual and depth perception to feed false information to the brain, creating a new reality for them.
In other words, Santiago basically just spent the whole of Mania just basically, the entirety of Mania didn't actually happen, according to this game. Which, that's probably one of the more damning things about it. It basically just making Mania completely moot. With this whole retconning of how the Voltron / Phantom Ruby works. I think that's this game's biggest sin, outside of basically just shattering the canon of the entire series into 1,000 pieces.
A dream so real, if you bump yourself in it, your sleeping self will bruise? It's hard to believe.
Yeah, basically just Mania was all a dream.
Eggman experimented with lots of
it sucks.
And then incorporated the final version.
Just all the contradictory info. Yeah, exactly. I think that's the main problem with this game. And I think, I'm just gonna put this out there. I don't think Flynn would have to be as heavy-handed with the references he is if this game didn't set the precedent for how contradictory all this stuff is, and basically just did all this unnecessary savaging of the lore, basically just taking whatever lore actually made sense to the series and taking a chainsaw to it.
If I'm reading this data correctly, then there might be a weakness. This is huge. Let's get this information back to the others.
Like, games like this, I can understand why there's a precedent for people just having a cutoff point for games in a particular movies in a particular timeline, like the Star Wars series, for instance. Most people's cutoff point is just, yeah, the story just ends after Return of the Jedi. There are no Star Wars sequels. Or prequels. Anyways, now it's time for, already, we're basically almost 2/3 of the way through the game.
There's nothing to do till Tails gets back.
Yep, all of you are basically just used to sitting here and doing nothing.
Way to jinx it. Metal Sonic has been spotted.
It's like, oh, for once we actually get another boss fight, and this time it's against Metal. It really blows considering Mania leads into this basically with its ending. Well, yeah, but honestly, with regard to the whole Mania thing, I personally like to imagine that the ending of Mania just leads directly into Mania Plus. You know, basically just cut out any time to this game altogether, and it's fine.
Is it another fake?
Why would they bother making a fake out of something that already isn't real? Couldn't they just build more?
Because it takes less resources, Sonic. Like, you gotta get the metal from somewhere. That lithium isn't gonna mine itself. It's like, why would you take all the time to mine all the materials and just go for a factory when you could just spawn one in with the Gmod tool gun?
Either way, it's getting wrecked.
Almost agree, Flynn doing all the rest of the stuff long before he took the reins. I mean, I get that at the very least, but I imagine that prior to him taking the reins in Frontiers, he was at least less heavy-handed with it. I'm at the very least assuming, because I know that, basically in the huge content drought between this and Frontiers, I heard people basically saying that, oh, Flynn should really take over as lead writer of the series, because he's actually really good at it, and I'm really starting to feel that those people had no idea what they were talking about. Because why wouldn't we just go with Maikawa? You know, the one guy that has a history of writing all the Sonic stories that people liked? You know, why couldn't we just get him back as opposed to him just being let go to write Room Factory and stuff like that? Yeah, don't get why Death Egg robots are that big of a threat, honestly. Where it's like, you can just easily do that. Anyways, time for this particular level. It's like Metal Sonic boss fight, but this time we're using the Western version of Stardust Speedway. It broke new ground! Also, yeah, you can just straight up WM1 him, I think. Just need to get in close. Like, oh look, it's a quick step section. And this is technically a level because of the start, so we have red rings here, have fun. Alright, and you actually have to, It's not letting me down. Oh, there we go. There we go. Just have to WN1 him. People are hankering for proper character interaction because that's what Flynn did well, was basically having characters who don't normally talk to. There's always been this... Right, I getcha. I'm guessing it's more sort of a one-trick pony in that aspect. At least I'm hypothesizing. Also, I'm just remembering how I didn't really like the quick step here. But I just remember how frantic it was in Unleashed, where it actually felt like a quick step as opposed to just sidestepping like a mile in either direction. It's like in earlier iterations of the quick step actually felt more compelling to use. Oh, right, you can also just do that to him, right? Hada hada ha. Oh boy, I sure do hope they don't reuse this boss fight mechanic like at the very end of the game. That would be unfortunate. Could you imagine though? Can you get over here already? We have places to be. Thanks, game. It's like, oh yes, just have him just get up and boost in the opposite direction. It's great. The controls in this game are just... Who thought these were a good idea? Is all I'm gonna say. Where it's like, oh yes, we just have it so you're basically destined to go in one direction with regards to all your abilities. So we may as well just have it so you basically have very little to no responsiveness with regards to turning in case you actually need to reposition yourself. Because why would you need to reposition yourself in this game? It basically plays itself. I haven't mentioned that yet. Everybody's harked on about all the automation in this game, and I think it sort of goes without saying. I think we've already seen the worst of it, but I mean, saying that, I will admit, with regards to all the past Sonic games I've played, Adventure 2 did also have its fair share of automation. Alright, I guess we'll do the thing. Because we have things chasing after us. And once again, arguably one of the most powerful characters in the series is made into a complete joke. It's like, imagine if he just spawned like 50 Neo Metals on you. It's like, how do you... It's like infinite powers on paper should be the most broken thing. Just, oh yes, just casually spawning perfect chaoses and metal overlords, just constantly. Have fun.
Hey,
They really made a 2-minute track for a 20-minute section? Yeah.
Fighting a well-oiled machine.
Imagine. Don't smile at that. And there we go, just like that, we're taking the world back bit by bit. Once again, we're not going to be doing the, there we go. I think this is going to be, no, I think this is going to be one of the last, Avatar stages we're going to see for a while yet.
Sonic, I figured out a way to stop Eggman's Phantom Ruby.
Great work, Tails.
Based on these readings, the Phantom Ruby requires an incredible amount of energy, which only the
Except
Death
it
Egg
didn't
can
in
provide.
Mania. It's like the rules between Mania and Forces are just completely incompatible with one another. It's like basically the game equivalent of Chinese whispers.
Simply. Last I checked,
It's like, yeah, we had all these plans for how the Voltron works, except Mania doesn't adhere to any of them, so it's like hot under the collar.
True, but I came up with a plan. First, we distract Eggman.
Bring out the distraction dance.
While he's not paying attention, we use the chemical plant computer to hack into the Death Egg's weapon.
Like, how exactly do you even plan on distracting Robotnik? I'm fairly certain he's dead set in his whole, big plan.
Destroying the Death Egg will be a piece of cake. No
I-
Death Egg means the Phantom
Honestly,
Ruby
the
is
prospect of
literally
cake is more, is more riveting and exciting than playing this game anymore.
You know, it's just crazy enough to work. So, first we need a distraction. I'm on it.
No way, Knuckles. You're too easily distracted. That's not a good trait for a distraction.
Yeah, Knuckles, why are you even in this series? You're basically useless.
How about the rookie? Eggman would never expect it. It may even throw him off.
Like, how exactly is Robotnik supposed to be distracted by all this? Ah!
We only have one more day before Eggman's plan is executed.
Like, why are you making that face? Oh yeah, and I think this is now a good instance to try to use the drill. Let's use the drill. No, that's the lightning was. I want the drill. There we go. Now it's time to showcase how busted the drill is. I think this is the one which everybody sort of defaults to as a way to just completely crack open all these levels. Also, it's time for another one of these. Yeah, basically, the whole drill's whole thing is basically just like a super boost. You rev it up to charge it up, and then you just go whoosh. Also, yeah, you can use it to climb up walls and stuff. Yeah, generally speaking, drill is basically the one Wisp that actually makes sense for Stripe to use because, you know, she uses a spear. So, kind of feel compelled to just keep the drill on her, but, oh, look at that! Defeated 1,000 enemies. Where did I go for? I just warped onto the giant leg. Whoosh! Yeah, you can kind of see just how busted drill can. Also, yeah, I think it's one of those cases where you really need a specific Wisp in order to actually get the red rings here. Well, you know, you can just do that. It's like, yep, we've basically done our job here for all of like a minute. And oh look, we got this chase scene which has less interactivity than Sonic Dash. Look, you can't even jump here. You can't slide, you can't jump, you're literally just quick-stepping. And I hesitate to call it quick-stepping because it's not really frantic at all. You just lean your head left and right and you just go. Great gameplay, this. Again, another segment that you could basically do one-handed. And oh, hey, it's just, look at that, it's just like that one movie. Star Chase of the Legend of Orin. You remember when they had to tie up the walker thingies? Yep. I figured that that death would have done me. And anyways, what do we get for our trip? Well, we get the Sans hoodie. And we get to play Yellow Spider-Man, I guess. Cowboy! You can wear a snake, which I suppose is fitting for Lilith. Unfortunately, it's gold, though, so it doesn't quite fit. That's another level that generally feels like filler. Look at that, we're almost halfway there, and it feels more like a snowball effect at this point. There we go, secret stage. We're not going to be playing the... Oh boy, it's time to go back to the chemical plant.
How's the rookie doing with the distraction?
Oh, so far so good. We might have to stop using the nickname Rookie.
Yeah, she has a name, you know.
Next, we've got to get to the computers at the chemical plant and shut down the Death Egg's weapon system.
Perfect. I've been waiting for my turn to bust some heads.
It's like, finally, we actually get to play a Sonic level in the Sonic game. I shouldn't really complain about that. That's basically everybody's thing for getting at Adventure 2, except, you know, Adventure 2 was actually more fun than this. It's like, yeah, it had automation like this does, but at the same time, it actually felt like you had more agency over what you were doing. I'm sure there's alternate paths here, but generally speaking, I tend to find the gameplay of Adventure 2 a bit more engaging. It's like, yeah, you could just, you know, with all the fun stuff you can do with the spin dash and the bounce attack, this just feels like, generally speaking, in Adventure 2, you have more that you can be doing. And while the control scheme is kind of borked, it's still more fun than just holding down the boost button and then just seeing what goes.
I'd enjoy this even more if I wasn't on a okay, I'm in.
The computer room is...
It's like, I'm in, I have hacked the photosynthesis. Oh yeah, and I think this is also one of the only levels where the slide actually comes in handy. It's like, the slide is basically useful outside of 2 levels, and this is one of them. That is, of course, if we can actually, showcase... Yeah, there we go, this is where the slide goes. And oh look, it's the same too, it's from Chemical Plant. You remember Sonic 2, right? Why aren't you clapping? You're supposed to be clapping because we showed you the old thing. As Sonic is just casually drowning in Mega Muck. What is this even here for? It's like the most confusing thing so far. Oh. Great camera, that. Oh, I didn't realize there was actually a way down from here. Never mind. Guess we'll just, it's like it's slowly coming back to me at the very least. It's slowly coming back. It's been a while since I played this game. And honestly, I would have Also, I can't help but notice that Sonic's death sound effects, I'm getting sort of Secret Rings flashbacks here, where it doesn't feel necessarily like he's too, beat up about it. It's not like in the agony of, oh, I'm falling to my death. It's like ah! Sort of, on the same vein as Jason's, oh no! It's like, I don't know why it is. It just, feels like for the longest time we haven't actually had any good sort of death screams from Sonic in like a while. It's like, the last time really feels like it was Unleashed. For obvious reasons. There we go, we found the computer room. Clap, you seals. Yep, you get a thing for just boosting in a Sonic stage. Amazing. Yeah, I remember those boots also looking pretty good as well. Boost in mid-air. You get a scarf for your troubles. I'm not sure what those are even supposed to be, like wires, I guess. Oh, we can give Strife the touch of Midas effect. And there we go. That's the last we have to be on West Side Island, at least for this segment. Now it's time to go to Death Egg, Death Egg, Death Egg, Death Egg, Death Egg.
Now's your chance. Move. Hurry! Just destroy the Death Egg and cut off the power supply.
You're making it sound like a walk in the park. This is a Death Egg.
Yeah, and remember, there's still prisoners on it.
Sweat. The other Sonic has this under
You
control.
remember the JPEG prisoners that were in the Zavok boss fight? As far as we know, they're still on the Death Egg. You know, I'm sure we'll be able to rescue them, surely.
The defense system's still up. I thought we shut it down.
Also, yeah, it's now time for more, garbage noise.
Not to worry. Sonic is on the job. He'll find a way through.
It's like, oh yes, because apparently Santiago's the only one who can actually do anything in this game. It's like, oh hey, you remember the Death Egg, right? You remember all the perilous badniks here, which weren't just buzz bombers. And yeah, it's like with the speed shoes are the only way you can actually get any sense of good movement with Santiago. It sucks. Yep, and we still got the egg pawns, which basically just stand there and do nothing still. It's like also the most annoying thing. Just yeah, it has all the level hallmarks of the Death Egg, but nothing else. It doesn't have the cool music. It doesn't have the badniks. It's just here. It's basically just the Death Egg, except not as good. Well, so I want to see if I can see a particular Easter egg here. I'm fairly certain it was also in Prison Hall. Oh, look at that! We got the gravity mechanic back again. You remember the Death Egg? You remember Sonic 3 and how that was a good game? Surely that means you must like this game if you liked that game, because this has all the stuff that game had in it. Except it's not as good. Alright, I'm guessing it's wanting me to jump up on... There we go, just jump up onto Le Conveyor. This just makes me wish I was playing Sonic 3 again. Because at the very least there, the music was actually a lot better. Bam 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 bam. Alright, I'll stop. Oh look, and they even got this soul bit from the Death Egg back as well. You remember this bit, remember? That must mean you must love this game. Love this game already, damn you. Please. Yeah, the only character that matters in this series. I don't think we've seen the guy yet. I think in one of these levels at the very least you can see Red Eye, the mini-boss from the Death Egg Act 1. Might have been in Prison Hall, actually. I could have sworn it was here. You can just see it in the background. It's like, oh, look at that! It's Red Eye! I remember Sonic 3. Also, yeah, we just have this segment for some reason, where you're just running on a conveyor belt into a bunch of... Like, what is the point of this? It's like we didn't even do anything that might have blown up the Death Egg. We just sort of ran through it a little bit, and then it just sort of exploded around us. Scarf. We get the Mo Howard bowl cut. We get a mustache, and we get the Gurren Lagann sunglasses. Another bowl cut. More soap shoes, which I'm not gonna wear, because that sort of coloration is kind of ugly, honestly. Look at that! Oh, we're supposed to be happier, except all the prisoners on there had no chance of escape and are all dead now. Santiago was a mass murderer now.
Those resistance pests and their clever little plots. They're like something on your shoe that you can't wipe off.
It's like, does Robotnik just constantly hang out in Green Hill? Like, why isn't he in Metropolis? Why isn't he in,
Neither do you, dude.
Why wasn't he on the Death? Like, where has he been this whole time? Has he literally just been hanging out in Green Hill this whole time?
Infinite. Let's make a tactical retreat so that we
Like, why do we need to make a tactical retreat? We're basically in the middle of nowhere already.
Tactical retreat, you mean to say? Flee with our tails between our legs. I'm quite displeased about this, Doctor.
Oh, it's like the seed is brewing for a semblance of rebellion in Infinite. I wonder if this plot point will be followed up on at all. Yep, we're basically just... I'm pretty sure at this point all that's left are the Metropolis levels. I think, funnily enough, I don't think Santiago actually gets a Metropolis level. Yeah, we're just basically just going straight into Metropolitan Highway.
The Phantom Ruby signal has gotten
Yeah, apparently we can detect the signal for the Phantom Ruby, but not the signal for the Chaos Emeralds.
This should effectively put a stop to the Doctor's greatest weapon.
You know, until he just pulls out the proton cannons or something. I'm fairly certain that he still has all those massive armaments mass-produced in the pyramid. I'm fairly certain he has still a few of those lying around. You can just drop them on us.
This is the moment we've been waiting for. Time to settle the score.
Yay!
Now that the Phantom Ruby is out of the way, we can finally smash Eggman into an omelet.
Except we still have, like, 8 levels to go.
Don't count your chickens before you smash your eggs.
So, are chickens actually a thing in this series? Like, what are the chili dogs even made of?
Eggman and Infinite are still around means we can't let our guard down.
I just want everyone to get home safely, okay?
Yep, he's like, I have nothing interesting to add to this conversation.
Right, fine. Everyone get your game face
Get your game on!
Eggman at the central tower.
Alright, so enough for a level which we can actually play through a shadow. Whatever, let's just go this. Metropolitan Highway.
We're fighting to get our world now. Don't stop, don't look back. Just focus on the task ahead no matter what. Let's do this, everyone. Charge!
With music that just sounds like something you would hear in a rave. I think that's the main thing about the music in this game and how Otani sort of approached the level themes. It was like you got this more sort of somber orchestral track by the London Symphony Orchestra, which honestly it just made me pine for the prospect of a Sonic game composed by Murray Gold. Like, could you imagine that? I mean, probably not, because you've probably never heard of Murray Gold and probably never will again. Yeah, this whole... Yeah, I don't really like the fact that most of the music here is literally just rave music. It's like, I get that different music styles are a part of the series' identity, but this is more just me just generally not liking rave music all that much. You know, at least compared to, you know, the Jun Sonoy guitars, but for some reason, they seem definitely allergic to having Jun play the strings again. Nice. I mean, you saw that, right? The homing reticle was on for like a nanosecond. Then again, what am I saying? There's no like air dash or jump dash in this game. I can basically just spam the A. Real nice game. It's like I was literally just holding left on left. I was literally holding left on the control stick there, and it's still just okay, let me just. I'm holding left. Nice. All right, let me just see what happens if I just don't hold anything. I'm not holding the control stick. Okay. Alright, you win this round, game. Let me just hold the controller to go for that part, and then just don't touch it for this. What do you want from me, game? Because, like, I don't remember that turn being all that bad. Well, this is just making me yearn for the spin dash more and more, because you don't have to put up with this nonsense. Okay, so you can just mash it. Whatever, whatever. I don't care. I don't care enough to get the red rings. It's not like you get much for it anyways, and if I wanted to play as an OC in an already good Sonic game, then I could just do that through the power of mod. It's like I suppose that's a decent segue with regard to the OC, is that if you actually do already have a decent OC design and the money enough to in order to actually get it modeled. It's like, if you can get it modeled and rigged, you basically don't need this game at all. And I guess that not many people can actually afford to do that, but it's like the precedent is out there. We have the technology. We can basically render this game completely moot. We have technology, Spingbob. Yep, just casually face-to-face with Robotnik. Also, Orbot and Cubot are still here for some reason. It's like, I know, but in Lost World, they basically just... Pontek and Graf basically just demanded that Orbot and Cubot was still in the game, but... I don't get it to why, because it doesn't feel as though they necessarily add much to this game, because they barely talk. It's like, they only really talk... Like, finally, we get a Knight helmet. In case we wanted to go for the whole Excalibur thing. Look at that, a Nuna boss fight. A Nuna, now I remember this one. I remember this one being like a big deal, supposedly. Let's switch over to Lightning Wisp, I think, for this one. It's like way to spoil the what's going to go on in this level game. It's like what could they possibly mean by null space?
What is that?
Yeah, he just pulls this out of nowhere. So like, what is the precedent for this being here? I think it would be fine if it was actually harkened back to at some point, but they literally just pull this out of their pants out of nowhere. It's like, oh yes, we just casually have a portal to the Netherrealm. Have fun. We can really just form a black hole out of nowhere.
Buddy, don't! You'll be sucked in too!
But we destroyed the Phantom Ruby's power source.
Tisk tisk. Since you always destroy the power source of my weapon, I decided to learn from my mistakes.
So the only time I can remember them actually doing that is the Tails destroying the power supply to the Ark. Aside from that, there isn't really a precedent for that. Oh, this null space area seems like it'd be a pretty cool level. Just imagine all the cool stuff we could possibly do in here. Oh, it's... I guess double boosting out of here, I guess. 18 seconds. We're in that whole thing that was based off for literally 18 seconds. You know, 15 if you really want to be scrutinous about it. It's like, what was even the point of this whole null space thing if it was just going to be thrown out and then completely escaped from in a whopping 15 seconds? It's like, why? Why do you do this? I mean, I guess we have a reason to showcase this song about fisting bumps or whatever, but it's like, oh, nice. What happened? Nothing, literally. Exactly, it's just like, what was the point? It could just be the case where it's like, haha, we could just throw more illusions at you because we can still do that, and then you're just giving chase to Robotnik as opposed to whatever this is. And I guess the music's nice at the very least. I mean, Hoobastank I mostly just remember for that one song from Halo 2, which honestly is the weirdest connection. Just like, oh yes, that's what this game needs, a Halo 2 reference. Then again, I don't think it has been like 13 years removed since Halo 2, so I don't think many people are all in the know as to what Hoobastank's been up to since. It's like literally the only thing I know of about Hoobastank is that they made that song for Halo 2. And that's literally it. It's like connected from Halo 2 and this. What a legacy. It's like how far the mighty have fallen. You mind telling me Streamer, you mind telling me what you're doing playing Sonic Forces? Sir, beating this... Sir, playing mid. Master Chief, you mind telling me why you're a truck? Sir, honk honk. Okay, I think we've heard enough of this song. We're out of here. And yeah, they were literally just standing here, looking at the Resistance fleet, because apparently we have a fleet, despite 80% of the Resistance being wiped out. I don't get it either. Feels as though for the longest time we haven't gotten any good customization options, aside from, I guess, that coat. Yep, more red star rings. Riveting. Oh yeah, we're here, by the way.
Excuse me, boss? It can't be! It's impossible to get out of the Phantom Ruby's null space!
Well, we did anyway. 80% of the resistance have been wiped out, never mind. Yeah, exactly. There's like... There's little to no cohesion to this plot whatsoever.
Dr. Eggman will still have the last laugh.
Maybe he'd have more.
He literally just leaves him for dead. It's like, come on, we could literally just end the nightmare and just disassemble Orbot and Cubot now. Just do it already. Do it. It's like, we don't need him anymore. We have Sage. Please. Okay, now I get to the final stretch of this game, which is basically just all the stuff in, yeah, basically all the stuff here, in the Eggman Empire Fortress.
We've got less than an hour before Eggman's plan goes down.
Like, last time I checked, we had 2 days. Where did the time go? It's like the time scale in this game is worse than Heroes.
Indeed, this is it. Our last opportunity to bring peace back into the world.
But when the battle ends, we'll have to part with Sonic. I mean, this Sonic won't.
It's like Tails here is just a stand-in for the classic fanboys. It's like, no, don't leave me alone with this lame Sonic who can't even control well in 3D. Just let me stay with the good Sonic a little longer, please. Tails, why are you doing that? I don't know.
Yes.
I'm just a stand-in in this game. I hate it.
Guess he'll be returned to his dimension.
Yes, his dimension as opposed to, you know, the past.
Thank you for everything, Sonic. I'll never forget what you did for us.
I mean, this would be a lot funnier if it really is the case that Santiago was just a figment of Tails' imagination, where he was just like, who are you talking to? Like, Sonic's right here. I'm fairly certain he's gonna survive this fight. I mean, he always does. It's like, no, you don't understand. The good Sonic is here. What do you mean, the good Sonic?
Exactly. This is our last chance. Give it everything you've got.
Alright. So, for whatever reason, we don't have a Hover Wisp yet, as far as I'm aware. Wispons. Yeah, I think we're gonna want the burst one for this, because I need to showcase you something. I need to show you. I need to show you. This is the last of the Avatar levels. I need to show you. 80% has been wiped out, by the way. I mean, I suppose it is a fairly dinky little force. And look at that, they all have, like, laser wispons, which... Oh, look at Shadow's ultimate power just lightly brushing against people. He's so powerful. Way to rub it in, huh? You just had to get that in. Just try and tie it back to the older games, and it's just, ugh.
I trust you're all ready for oblivion. If you're not...
And Santiago's meanwhile is just sort of sat there just like, eh. Oh yeah, Omega's just here now. So it's like, hey, you just needed a while. You just needed to apply software updates. Now it's time for Omega just sort of stand here and fall into the rest of the crowd and do absolutely nothing.
Burn your resistance to ashes, and you along with it.
a special effect, right?
No, it's not. While we're under the Phantom Ruby's control, it's a part of our reality.
Or something, I guess. I don't even know how it works anymore.
The sun will fall upon you all. Boom.
I mean, I guess this is pretty extreme by Eggman standards. Just like, alright, I've had enough of you idiots. Here, have a son. How not to direct a cutscene one. Yeah, there is that.
It's reacting. Eggman said something about the Phantom Ruby prototypes.
Oh yeah, I was just holding on to this paperweight for some reason.
Whoa, it is! He said the Phantom Ruby prototypes only react to the person who activated it. That must be you, buddy.
Or the context of the Japanese Japanese script. It only reacts to someone who has a strong will, meaning that Tails once again is basically being shafted.
Your courage and heroism are
They're implying that Tails doesn't have a strong will at all, despite him literally wanting to murk Robotnik at the end of Adventure 2. Like, I'm fairly certain after everything is gone for he would have a pretty strong will, but I guess not. Anyways. For some reason I used to like this song. I have no idea as to why. Oh, so yeah, this is the only level to feature the wall jump, by the way. Enjoy it! Yeah, for some reason I used to like this song. I have no idea as to why. It's just like more rave stuff with cringe lyrics. I'm needless to say, not overly fond. It's like, oh, they're trying to make the big deal out of this. Like, no. Strife is on a one-way self-deletion mission in order to go off and basically try to put a stop to all this. They're trying to make it a big deal, even though the music is basically just sounds like a night out in Leeds.
It's a desperate long shot. Please, come back in one piece.
Oh yes, of course we gotta go to One Piece reference in there. And oh hey, there's just a indiscriminate death laser here. Yeah, you can basically just use Burst and Hover to basically trivialize this entire level. Look at this! It's like how not to design a level, more like. Yes, you are a real soldier. Even though I told you to give it up like 10 seconds ago. Like, really? Oh, and I think we've basically already reached the end of the level. It's just you have to hold right to the segment and that's it. Riveting level design right there. And level over. I have no idea why I played this game so much when it first came. Defeat 3 enemies with the burst weapon. What do we get for that? We get a camera, and we can become Bob the Mobian Builder. A lot of these accessories still up. Okay, so we got the edgy scarf over there at least, and Eris's mop head. I'm fairly certain you can see the comparison if I bring it up again. Monocle, thingy, and more boots. I know. Yeah, I think on that level, if you have the hover whisk, you can basically get to the max ring count. I mean, I'm fairly certain if this is a sun, they'd basically all be burnt to a crisp already, or, you know, just completely sucked into its gravitational pull given it's a sun.
The sun! It's gone!
We're all gonna freeze to death! Look at that, Shadow's smile, look at that. Oh no, she can't use the ruby powers anymore.
A costly oversight, Doctor. This is why I always check and double check, as any good scientist would.
Tails, you're not a scientist. You're a kid with a shed. I love how some are just standing there like, yeah, what? Yeah, exactly. It's like nothing matters in this game.
This is the turning point, guys. Time to press our advantage and kick major
You really need to work on your speeches, Knuckles. I love how all the Phantom copies literally just sort of stood there while they're making this heroic speech. Just like, yep. Basically just stood there like, null AIs in Gmod. Anyways, it's time for the best Sonic level. The one where you actually get to use the slide. I'm gonna say, when did Tails become a scientist? No, he never did become a scientist. It's just, the writers just assumed, oh, he has the same IQ as Robotnik, so that must mean he is a scientist, right? Even though that's not how that works. Also, yeah, there's a lot of verticality to Mordenkainen, if you couldn't tell. Lots of homing attack chains, because that's clearly what makes a good Sonic level. Homing attack chains, my favorite. My beloved. He's a brilliant scientist, and an average fighter. Like, Sonic's team, what team? It's literally just him. It's like Sonic's team is just Sonic, and, in this case, Strife, I guess. Also, yeah, the boost is kind of broken in this level, because you can literally just use it to fly over everything. Observe! Yeah, it's like I'm the only one who actually gets to do anything in this game. Again, nobody does the dishes in this fluffing house. 6-minute track for a 1 minute level. It's like, why? Like, you went for all this effort, and I can't help but stress what the point of this whole thing was. What was the point of this whole exercise? Also, yeah, the pipes are acting up again. I'm not sure you can hear. Yeah, you hate it. Oh, and you can also, we finally got ourselves silver proof. An indication that we've finally beaten all the data organization fights. Alright, time for another boss fight. It's such good music gone to waste too. Mordenkainen's music problem. Yeah, I can definitely see that. It's actually more serious and not just something you'd hear down at the club. Oh, we don't actually get to play as Shadow this time around, so let's just roll. Rental avatar, wonder what that means. He's trying to act all Chinibu as well, just readjusting his mask and holding it over his face like, I'm so tortured you could never understand me, even though I'm basically a loser. I basically beaten him every single chance I got. Like, he thinks he's a big shot, but he really is not. All according to Cake. It's like, yes, I'm here to put you in a grave because I'm so edgy.
Might as well make it for the person who needs one, right?
Yep, they basically just did the Metal Sonic boss fight again. We're literally just doing the same thing over and over again. Just gotta bump into all his things, gotta bump into all his motobugs he's using to guard himself, and then hitting him again. It's literally the same thing as we did last time with Metal Sonic. Because it's like we couldn't have anything original in this game at all. I mean, I guess the music is pretty decent at the very least. Trying to perceive some kind of threat. Boing, 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 bouncy. Oh. Yes, I'm actually gonna be a threat now for once, except now Strife is there, we're basically meaning you're boned.
My friends got me this far, and together we're gonna win.
Alright. It's like, oh, I don't need friends, they disappoint me. I'm so grimdark and edgy, please take me seriously.
Virtual reality of yours is the real illusion.
And he's literally just standing there waiting to be home. You know what? In all seriousness, props to Frontiers for at least choosing to change the boss form as some type as opposed to this straight line sights. And yeah, I think this goes into something which I'll probably mention a little bit more later. The prospect that, I feel this game was at the very least, the wake-up call this series needed. Where it's like they put out basically this game which does the bare minimum of a lot of aspects, and a lot of people just pointed that out, saying, "You know what? We're not going to accept this at all. This is not okay. We're not going to pay money for this anymore because we're sick of, because we just want a good game, and if we're not going to get a good game, we're just going to go somewhere else." Which sort of makes me curious as to why they keep calling back to this game when it should be a bit of an embarrassment. I mean, it was a bit of a financial failure as far as I'm aware. At the very least, it undersold. You know, despite the, the Hooters promotion, which, that one was what? We have defeated Infinite. As if to sort of rub it in. We get the achievable right at the end as well. What do we get? We get scarves. We get neon glasses. More cursed-looking sandals. And finally, Strive gets the cow prints. Okay, finally we get the hover whisper right at the end when we don't need it. It's been a decade, we've only had Frontiers and yeah, that is kind of crazy. Just, I remember back in the 2000s, we used to, like, get multiple Sonic games a year. I mean, mostly it was different studios, but Sonic had more of a presence there, and it's like now every single mainline Sonic game is an anniversary title, and I'm not too fond of that. Oh, hey, Sonny, we just beat up Midfinite. Finally, we get the skirt, and, you know, I just want to bring up the comparison real quick for Ferreris' hairstyle, because this is basically what it was based off originally, though I think with the initial reference I wanted to have the hair of the eyes, but ultimately it's sort of, as you can tell, changed over time, where you can sort of see it, but then again, it was changed a little bit so you can see the eyes and the glasses underneath. I mean, we'll give this game credit at the very least of basically being the hallmark for an OC generator so you can actually go on to make good things. I guess it's one thing that has sparked the imagination in the kids who didn't play this game. Been focusing hard on the comic as of late. Yeah, I've noticed. For better or for worse.
Wrong, loser. The things that can't be defeated are heart, soul, and the bonds of friends.
It's like they're actually trying to do this sort of Sonic Heroes thing, except it's not as good. It feels very sort of superficial here.
Wait, I can still fight.
Yep, Infinite just literally gets ejected from the story. And for the longest time, the Encyclopedia made it sound like Midfinite was just dead here. It's like, Midfinite just showed up, tried to aura bomb, failed miserably, and just died. What a fitting legacy for such a pathetic character. But obviously Infinite has to be ejected from the story because, oh boy, everybody was complaining in the 2000s how Robotnik is never the final boss in the games, even though story-wise it makes a lot more sense. Of him trying to control something that goes beyond his control, and it seems like the sort of thing we would expect from this game, where Infinite rebels from Robotnik's control and goes AWOL, goes rogue, and tries to kill everyone with his full-powered Phantom Ruby powers. But nope, we need to have Robotnik as the final boss, because the 40-year-old said so. Anyways, it's time for the worst level in the game. As the pipes start acting up again in protest. With more music that sounds like hot garbage. Literally sounds like something you'd hear in a kid's show. Just like, ooh, look at this. It's as if to indicate, ooh, we're in the evil place now. Ooh. Isn't this so threatening? And the answer is not really. It just sounds more like circus music. Yeah, for the longest time, and I don't think I ever realized you could actually just spin on these to gain more speed. It's like it's trying to do the thing that Metallic Madness did, except not as good. For obvious reasons. Like, look at this. The speed you get here also just feels so artificial. That's I think the good way to say summing up this game. It all feels artificial. Anyways, auto-scrolling section in a modern Sonic game. Who asked for this? It's like, how exactly do we make this challenging? Like, Bridge Zone reference? Because I know that people are going to bring up Bridge Zone, but at the same time, sure, it may have been in Bridge Zone. That doesn't mean it was good there either. Then again, the music in Bridge Zone at the very least was better than this. Okay, I'll stop. Hate classics OT. I think the only one I remotely like is Ghost Town. Yeah, I think that's a good observation to have. Also, a real fair segment there. It's like you miss time, you jump, and then you just die instantly. Who thought this was a good idea? Were you playing the OG? It's like, I was wondering when I was going to stream Sonic 1 and 2. I think I'm actually... I feel as though I want to do it for the anniversary. I want to make it an anniversary thing. Just double bill, Sonic 1 and 2. Talk about the history of the series. Talk about the ups and downs a little bit. You know, make a whole... I was holding right that whole time, game. It also doesn't help that Classic also just, again, doesn't control very good. And that being said, I was curious to actually try out the entirety of the Game Gear games at some point, so I think that may be in the cards at some point. Though I am sort of wondering when I'm going to stream it, 'cause I mean, I was potentially planning on doing Overclocked at some point, but aside from that, I feel as though with regards to Sonic, I am relatively open for what people want to see. At this point, I really just want to wrap this up so I can go to bed. I mean, I may have been dying a lot, but at the same time, so far this has been the longest level in the game. And what it has to offer. Also getting real sick and tired of this music as well. Can you actually oh, you can access the options in here. Ho 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 ho. Keep the changes. Yep. Peace and quiet. You know what? Let's make this official. Let's make this a little bit more official. Since I mentioned it. There we go. Now the immersion is back in full force, and we actually have a good track to listen to. Nice. It's like, literally, you cannot move. Actually, let me just put this on a loop real quick. Probably get sick and tired of this as well, but hey, it's better than Iron Fortress. As I listen to this, I'm actually starting to get happy for once in this game. Who would have thunk it? It's like, quickly, he's playing Sonic Forces. Try to bring up a reference to any other game in the series. Yeah, it has to just loop real quick. There we go. Now we're in business. It's just like playing Ty the Tasmanian Tiger with its with how its music loops. could probably just jump between these, couldn't I? Okay, I think we've finally gone past the worst of it, except not really. Come on, jump, jump, why? There we go, we're finally over. Yes, the other Sonic, the good Sonic. Because for some reason we gotta cater this series to Aaron Hansen. You know, the guy who, has a big following, mostly just from hating this series, so... That's still something I don't think I'll ever understand. Like, why would you ever try to cater this series to someone who outwardly doesn't like what your output? Like, why would you do that to yourself? It's like 2010 Sonic Team was like the George McFly of the gaming industry. Also, you need to hit the boost pad over there or you just die. There we go. Finally done with that Shiloh pit. Finally, we get a pirate hat. But it's completely the wrong color. And I guess we can cosplay as Free Scipio now. Okay, that's enough of that. Final Judgment! Return to the title screen, do I have to do that in order to change? It's like, can I just go back to and change the music? Fine, fine, we'll do this. And bring this up to snuff as well. There we go, just all the loud all the time. Alright. And we don't even get any cutscenes for this part. It's just literally just go in there and do it. At the very least, it means that this particular part of the game sort of gets out of the way quickly. Also, yeah, it really feels as though the quick stepping here is like not the most responsive. At least for the stuff they put you through. Also, note the bodies located in the tubes below us. It's like they were trying to make something out of this, make something out of nothing. It's like, oh look, you got all these bodies over here. Look how many people Robotnik has stolen for his plans. For what purpose? Nothing really. And he just has more Phantom Rubies just in the core here, even though all the prototypes are supposed to be destroyed. It's like this. It's like the game and the plot are. It's like the game itself has a completely different idea of what the plot is supposed to be. It's super weird like that. It's like there was all sorts of stuff they wanted to do, and then the plot had to be changed last minute or something. Alright, let's just get this over with. And I can literally just sit here and do nothing and look at chat. How are you all doing this fine evening? I know this is going on a little bit longer than anticipated, but hey. This game's almost over, and then I can go to bed. So I'm led to assume we survive. Oh, just an A rank for that. Okay. Finally, we get the golden armor. And hey, it's Lilith's Shadow Snake. What else do we get? We get another hammer. We get a red skirt. I'm kind of surprised there isn't a game called Sonic Blaster, honestly. Alright. Last level. We're finally here. Time to suit up. Gonna give her the golden armor in order to make the bearer invincible. Each piece is an artifact of great power. Let's see, gloves. Is there anything good here in terms of gloves? Not really. kind of a shame. I don't want to just give her the bling. That doesn't seem very Strife-like at all. I'll probably just stick with that. Probably doesn't seem all that... That's a little bit more fitting. So I'm guessing that's how you cosplay as a knight in this game. Also, no, I don't want to give her the the helmet. All right, let's do this. Versus Death Egg Robot, because we can't have anything original in this game. I don't know where I got this armor.
Eggman's army is officially butt-kicked. We won!
Yeah, somehow.
What? Can we ever just win and have that be the end of it?
Look!
He's behind you.
The fortress reactor was just a decoy. A true winner always keeps his trump card hidden until the end.
Sonic, what's going on? There aren't less enemies, there's more!
What?
How can there be so many? Confirmed sightings indicate Shadow, Metal Sonic, Zavok, Chaos, Infinite.
Why would he need to respawn infinites? I don't think they can really do anything. Unless it's just the case that you plan on just multiplying everything on the map all at once until the map breaks.
No longer has a vulnerable energy supply. It's an invulnerable ruby?
A good deduction test.
Yes, we need to make you sound smart, even though what you're saying is obvious.
To become the complete and ultimate form.
Yeah, basically Infinite's still just a schmuck. How's it going? We're basically at the final boss now.
Everything will still be just as I planned.
It's like, oh, he thinks he's all that, right?
Your plan will end like all your plans do, with you sitting in a pile of busted robot parts wondering how you failed so badly.
What was that line read, Roger? You want to take that again? I've heard it mentioned before that line read sounds like something out of a B movie. It's like, how you failed so badly. Alright, keep in mind some of the dialogue here, because it's gonna get interesting, methinks.
Overclocking the Phantom Ruby.
Oh, we got an overclock reference. Oh yes, no regular tool outside of rocks, a flamethrower, and running into it.
Shining hope.
Yeah, you basically just... The way you beat this robot is basically just playing tennis with rocks with it. It's like, you'd think it would stop throwing the rocks at you, but no. Look at that. And just like that, you think it's all over, but now we get to the second phase. And look at this, Strife gets to hit it with the flamethrower. Yeah, once again, the flamethrower is just the best weapon to have for this particular point of the game, because you can use it just destroy all his missiles. Also, let me just get over here, because yeah, you can also just homing attack his core in order to do more damage. Once again, why wouldn't you use anything but the flamethrower? It's a complete mystery. Oh no, he's starting to take out parts of the platform. Oh, be careful. Okay, you done? It's like, you'd think he'd learn to spruce up his attack patterns a little bit, but no. And just like that, second phase is over. Just throw garbage back at... Yeah, exactly. No tool can damage us aside from rocks and a flamethrower. Also, weird alien reference here for some reason. Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal. You know, it's nice. It is interesting at the very least. Everybody seems to mention the fact that Robotnik doesn't say a single word in this fight, which, It is certainly an interesting choice, to say the least. I mean, it sort of gives this thing a little bit of extra weight, I suppose. Also, you could... Once again, it just boils back down to being the Dark Wisp armor boss fight from the End of Colors again. It's like they reused the same boss fight like twice in a row. How'd you like Sonic Colors? And guess... Yeah, exactly. It's basically we're just doing the silly thing again. We still get my shield for this part.
Go for it, Sonic!
Like, what? I don't even get my shield for this part? Then what's the point? Also, why can't I double jump in this when I clearly could in all the other Avatar stages? / Sonic plus Avatars. Like, where is my double jump? Is what I'm trying to get at. Okay, so it's just you gotta time it better. Right. I guess the music's pretty neat at the very least, so it's like actually trying to make me feel something. Also, I can't help but feel as though we're catching up to this boss fight a little bit quicker than I'm used to on the PS4. It was just the case that you have to hang back a little bit in order to actually get wisps and whatnot. Is that all you have? Is that all your empty show, Robotnik? I would have thought you would have pulled out a few more new tricks after all this, after how long we've been doing this song and dance together. Oh, he's doing the drill wisp attack from Colors as well. How original. It's like, I almost gotta wonder what even the point of this is. It's like, yeah, we want something being climactic, but it's literally just spewing out the same ideas ad nauseum at this point. It's like, why is anything in this game? Oh, so I think we're basically there already. Here we go. Time for some sacrilege. Santiago actually using the boost. Just like that, Robotnik's just straight up dead, I guess. At least until Frontiers. There we go, we saved the world. We did it, we saved the city. There we go, win the game, we get the Void Whisper. We get ourselves a nice little scarf, we get Robotnik's glasses. We get the Boom Gloves. And finally, we get Sonic Shoes. Amy's skirts, sun hats, more Eggman glasses, some gloves that actually fit Strife. And that's it, we're basically done here. Yay! Yep, just like that, just like that. There's no robots to worry about at all, but then again, they just stand in one place, so I guess it's fine. Also, Silver was here. He did stuff, I guess. He's clearly a worthwhile character still. Tails, I don't feel so good. Yeah, you losers all suck. I'm out of here.
Cheer up, Tails. I'm sure we'll run into him again.
No.
All right, guys. It's time.
Also, I don't get as to why Tails has such a seemingly more of a connection to Santiago here than he does to the actual Sonic he knows. It's like. Also, shut up, Tails.
Let's go.
You don't get to pull that on me, Pixel Brain. Well, that's it. Just abruptly cuts to credits. Yeah, that was about as... Maybe it's just the PC version as compared to the PS4 version. That felt worse than I remember. To the point where... I mentioned that this is basically the Pokemon Legends of Sonic games, or rather the inverse, rather. That's how Tails got over his... Yeah, I think that's a good way of putting it, but sure, there's the sense that this game had a lot of stuff that it wanted to... Yep, Itaro Toyota. Probably should have stuck to the level designing, honestly. It probably would have made for a more worthwhile experience. But it's like Legends are, this game had a bunch of stuff it feels like it wanted to do, but didn't have the time or the budget to do it. To the point where, with how much stuff has changed. Presumably from the original plan/draft. I can't help but wonder why exactly this game was made in the first place. Honestly, at this point, with so little resources to hand, I can't help but wonder what was even the point of making it in the first place. It's a similar thing to All Stars Racing, honestly, where I can't help but feel that we probably would have been better off if this game wasn't made. I mean, yeah, the Sonic series was arguably in the worst place it's been at this point, given the fallout from Boom and basically the whole content drought since then, from 2014 to 2017, where everybody just assumed that the Sonic series was just straight up dead. I can't help but feel that if it was just the case that Mania was released as sort of a standalone thing, that... I mean, sure, a lot of people would probably have given Sonic Team flack, but at the same time, I can't help but think... Maybe the series would have been... Actually, who am I kidding? I already said so at the start. While this game feels pointless, it was ultimately... necessary, I think. Just a necessary, It's like, there we go, writers, English story, and script, contact, and graph. I wondered how much input they actually did have on this game, because I was led to assume that it was mostly just localization stuff. But yeah, it was necessary. Also the starting point of the IDW. So I guess there is that, though. Honestly, how much the IDW comic ties into the games is more so to its detriment than anything, because... It's kind of surprising I didn't mention IDW at all throughout this whole thing, but I suppose I may as well go into that a little bit here. I think that I'm in the camp of... I would have preferred if the IDW comic was more so its own thing without necessarily being tied so much to game lore. Because at least in that sense, I get the sense that whilst there may have been a fair few more controversial elements to it, we could have possibly gotten some more unique, interesting ideas that could actually influence the main series. Because that's sort of what I think a lot of us would want to see from spin-off material. Just, it provides an opportunity to explore new ideas to the series, which IDW, I can't help but feel... can't really do that, mostly just because of limitations put on the characters for better and for worse. Because I could certainly imagine a lot of writers in quotations really want to get the opportunity to basically put down the legacy cast in order to build up the new, more culturally acceptable characters in quotation marks. Which, I mean, they are sort of doing just by putting more attention on the OC characters, like Wangle and Surge and Clutch and whatnot. This is what they want to expand more on the concrete ground. I mean, you think that, but there is basically no world building in IDW. So it's like, it's the worst of both worlds in that aspect. Like, we don't get a decent thing to further expand the game world, and we basically get very creatively limited storytelling, so... It's not a winning combo, to say the very least. Anyways, yeah, it's still... Whilst I can say at the very least this game had some redeeming things that were made from it, like, again, characters like Whisper and elements from Forces which were brought back into more acceptable media, like obviously Midfinite coming back to the Chaotic case files, which generally seemed to be well received. I can't help but feel at the same time it was more so just in spite of this game. But yeah, I guess, as much as I hate to admit, I guess I have to be thankful to this game for being the wake-up call that the series needed, where we looked at the series, saw the state it was in, and realized we can't keep doing this, so obviously had to pull in as many stars as they could. Within reason, I know, because they still had like a budget to work with for Frontiers. And I suppose I'll have a fair bit to say about some Frontiers if I do ever go back to it. I mean, I suppose it's in the cards at this point, but I'll just say this about Frontiers right now, at the very least. Compared to Forces, when Frontiers came out, it was good enough. I think that's a good way of putting it. It was good enough. I suppose it's similar to Colors in that aspect, where sure, people can look back on it and see the flaws in it, but at the time, it was arguably what people were looking for slash needing from the series. And I guess in that respect, I have to give kudos to both Colors and Frontiers in that regards. To just give more of a solid concrete footing to the series when they were in more turbulent times, with how experimental the 4Kids era was, with stuff like Werehogs and Swords, trying to just... Colors being a game that focused more on fundamentals, I suppose, when yes, it is basically the most basic Sonic game there is out there, and Frontiers for actually planting the series in a new direction, even if it's basically just Sonic in discount Breath of the Wild mixed with Nier Automata. That's enough in regards to that. I will just say this at the very least. I do, at the very least, still quite like a lot of the IDW cast. I'm just sort of worried that there'll be a, especially with Whisper at this point, because in the comics-wise at this point, her main goal has basically been achieved in the fact that Mimic is allegedly dead. I mean, it's still put in a way where it's kid-friendly, but still, you get the sense that there's no body, so going by comic logic, Mimic can basically just pop up at any point and basically invalidate that entire plot thread, but it's a similar case of, on that same thread, where exactly do you go with Whisper as a character at this point? And I guess having her heal and open up a little bit more, which I guess is okay, I guess, but then what? Is there going to be any actual characterization more so at Tangle? Yeah, I get the feeling that a fair few of the characters in the IDW comic are a little bit more sort of one-note with regards to their storylines, where it's like, yeah, Surge grew up basically as an answer to Sonic, basically being made because of Sonic, and then confronts him about it, gets the worst speech ever, basically just barked at her. And then after that, it's just, I guess we're just working for Clutch, I guess? Being proper heroes? I don't know. Again, you have to forgive me, I'm not exactly the most up-to-date with the comics, so I'm at least assuming that whilst I'm in a way, Surge has actually done stuff. I mean, the most I've heard is regards to, what was the new character? Salil, I believe it was? That one character where the whole thing they pointed out about him, like, oh, he's like this whole, like, message character in regards to mental illnesses, which is like, okay, but you don't need to be so on the nose about it. It's like, you can still have a character that's more nuanced and actually a character as opposed to just a whole bunch of tick boxes, am I right? It's just one of those things that sort of leaves me worried for the future of IDW, where they're going to be focusing on more of those sort of aspects, which we've seen in all sorts of media, and sort of just making characters that aren't all that riveting. So like they wanted to do more of that character story that didn't have enough time. I suppose that's also true. Anyways, now we get to post-credit cutscene, where it's like, yeah, everything is over now.
painless battle. Everyone can go back home and relax.
I'm fairly certain we need to... There's like billions of rings worth of damages from this war, but it's like... We're gonna be in debt for like decades, Knuckles. With all the rebuilding we're gonna need to do.
Who need your help? But okay, I'm not gonna stop you.
Man, the first time I saw you stumbling around, I had no idea you could pull this thing together and see it to the end. I've changed my mind about you.
I knew you.
It's like, oh gee, imagine if our character could actually have some back and forths with the rest of the cast, actually interact with them, outside of just body language, and just the bare minimum in that regard.
Our battle is done, and our resistance has come to a conclusion. But we'll be friends forever.
Tails, we were already friends.
Cannot restore the entire world. We have to work together and make a diligent effort.
I mean, we were gonna do that anyway, but yay, I suppose.
Hey, you're taking off too?
They're probably just standing for the forces and...
You gonna keep moving forward? No matter what, yeah?
I mean, they basically sort of did with Gadget. I mean, I'm fairly certain he's basically just the canonical Force Associate at this point. Well, I mean, he always was, but I think it's more sort of official now, with stuff from Speed Simulator and Rumble and whatnot. And off she goes, to never be seen again. And that's basically all the forces. I think I've already made my points at least semi-coherently clear at this point. Admittedly, it's getting... Okay, can now create a new avatar. Unfortunately, you can't do New Game Plus, so have fun with that, I guess. There we go. 99.9%, meaning he's still out there somewhere. But yeah, I think it's gonna be all from me for this evening. So tune in next week when I probably do Overclocked. It seems like a good direction to take this. So thanks for tuning in, and until next time, good night and good luck.